Welcome! This is Gilded Troll. Yes, intro. Hi. I fucked that up so bad. Jesus. Hi, welcome to the Gilded Troll. What game are we playing? Sky King's Tomb. Welcome to episode 3 of Sky King's Tomb. God. Oh, fuck. Okay. Wait. Why don't you say something? Great. They can't hear you. Why can't they hear you?
Can nobody hear me?
Now they can. Nobody heard Jordan. It's okay. I saved you by being incompetent with technology.
It's okay. I think that's a good idea.
Being incompetent with technology?
Every so often, it's just nice.
Okay, so when last we left off, you found your way into a cavern, specifically the cavern where Krohan lost the dagger after which you search, and you got attacked by a slime mold. Also, there's a big fuck off mushroom on the other side of the cavern.
And heads of sheeps.
And heads of sheeps. Yep. They could fly and spit at you.
Yes.
And
yes,
also,
as sheep heads do.
Yeah, and also get murdered by a 3-action heal.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 3-action heal has done the most damage / work of any spell in this game. Like the one that was cast during the haunt, and then that one. It's really good.
When it works, it works. And when it doesn't work, cool, it healed me.
Oh, hey, I rolled a 1. That was great.
Yep. Ugh. At least you don't have the feat that turns your heal into d10s and then still roll a 1. I think that's a favorite feat.
That's a rough feat tax. You
Not
get
a
the
cleric.
But
I'm
yeah,
a druid.
And then right at the end of the session, a voice from the giant mushroom on the other side of the cavern yelled, "The prodigal shroom returns," in a language that only Grom understands. And I think we all know what language that Grom understands that nobody else does.
Because I got hit on the head, and now I can speak in tongues.
That's not the name of the language, no.
Now I can sing in tongues. I'm sorry.
It's the P for party. It's the only one that Archie doesn't have. Which has got to feel like an extra dagger. Like what? Like it's hard?
If we're gonna get some downtime eventually, Archie will learn it.
I think it's illegal, right?
I can't teach it.
It is anathema for
it's anathema,
a
that's
druid to teach a non-druid wild song. Yes, it is anathemic. That's totally a word.
Okay.
So what are you doing about this voice? Oh, I need music.
I think I'm gonna look at Baroom and just ask, what do they mean?
What does it sound like?
That's a good goddamn question. Jordan, would you like to answer that?
No, I would not.
Because all that Baroom has been able to hear so far is just this discordant, terrible sort of song of the mushrooms, plant energy, like voices functionally in their head. So I'm assuming a different overtone happens.
I mean, it's definitely an utterance of speech, and not just sort of a music of the area. I don't really know what Wild Song sounds like, which is why I was kicking it over to Jordan in case you had some cool idea.
I don't. I was thinking like I was trying to think about what would the language of druids sound like, and it might be like specific nature sounds interpreted as.
I just Googled it and got, the Druid page. And it says the Wild Song is a melodic and tonal language sounding more like animal calls than a spoken tongue, and its alphabet includes fractals and spirals like the arrangement of a seashell's chambers, a snowflake's crystals, or a fern's fronds. Cool.
There you go.
So to the rest of you, you just hear like animal sounds that are totally out of place here. And Grom understands this as speech. God, that's so terrible.
What?
Don't put root beer in Evan Williams. Don't do it.
No, Baroom would just look back at Grom and go, "What?"
You're the prodigal shroom. I assume they're talking about you.
Does that mean like I'm a prodigy? I wouldn't go so far as that. I just am a pretty normal mushroom.
I mean, I think you're the only mushroom I've met that talks.
That would, from my understanding, be not perhaps true for you personally, but like there's a couple of fungus leshies in High Hell. Like a small, like maybe a dozen.
I think it's like a dozen, yeah.
I stand by my statement. We don't frequent the same places, typically.
Fair enough. But yeah, Baroom would clearly just be like, "What are you talking about?" to Grom. Be like, "Prodigal much. I don't think I'm that impressive." Prodigy?
Well, someone seems to think so.
Who?
The voice from the other end of the cavern.
You mean the evil sounds of evil mushrooms? Can you hear it too? The evil sound of bad, like the bad mushroom song.
I'm going crazy.
Gone, went. It's been a long time.
I thought I was over that.
I mean, like, I think maybe we should just. Is it keep talking to you?
No, just the once.
So we keep going. Did it say the voice? Did the sound you heard say anything like leave?
The prodigal shroom returns. That's all it said.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like being called a prodigal. That's not good.
Fun fact: as far as
Well, I don't
I'm
think there's any need to be
prodigal and
quiet.
prodigy are completely different words.
I, Aren, am unaware of what they like. I believe you. I am saying that, like, I think Baroom would just be like, I can't think of, like, Baroom would just be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay.
Unless it keeps talking to you, just, I guess, keep going and also don't slip, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're already... They seem to already know we're here, so I don't think there's any reason to be extra quiet about it.
Yeah, the how high is the ceiling in this room? Like, is this like a fairly open chamber?
The ceiling is 40 feet above the ledge that you're standing on, which I believe is 25 feet above the floor. So it's a 65-foot ceiling.
Okay.
And
Is
the
it
ledge, like, will slowly descend.
Yeah, the ledge is sloping down to the floor.
Yeah. Are there mushrooms, like, is there stuff growing off the ceiling, or is it pretty open?
It's pretty open. There is the bioluminescent fungus that sort of speckles the walls and ceiling that gives you a sense of the scale, even if you don't have dark vision.
Um, so like I could, Squire can still fly. He could go do a lap around the mushroom house, I guess. Yeah, the mushroom house.
I mean, whatever is in there seems to know we're here, so sending something small flying at it might not be the best. But whatever.
All right. If at all possible, before we go towards what I assume is the mushroom house of evil, could someone treat my wounds? I'm fucked up.
You think we have that much time?
Oh, did it say, the prodigal shroom returns, get over here right now?
Nope. Just like 5 words.
All right, then maybe I'll just be in the back. And we'll go down the stairs.
Okay.
Can we make Fetch go first?
Sure.
Yeah, Baroom is just gonna, if we can't treat wounds, which is totally fine, Baroom is just gonna kind of not want to be first now that they're theoretically, potentially,
I mean, we could try. I'm not against. I could also use some bandaging. That
bandage or
spit
two
was
wouldn't be
like
bad.
Let's do it not on the ledge where we're pretty much we're basically in the open.
okay.
I'm
So we're gonna
go
back
grab
up.
wired headphones because this is killing me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And
I
we're
think
vamping.
Wait. Who's Jordan? You're
hear
always
you.
in charge when June leaves the Zoom room. So you're in charge,
Okay.
Jordan. What do we do?
Well, we get our wounds all put healed up, and so we're fine. And then we go across the cavern and we kick this thing's butt. And then we can move on. Cool, good job, guys. We're done.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's the
Level up.
Huma Sky King. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Here's the thing. In Pathfinder, cool guys, we did it level up is a bit of a threat. Like a mid-session, okay, better level up would actually make me a little I'd start sweating a little bit. Oh fuck, I have to think of my archetype shit. Oh no, what are we doing?
Or you have so in the next room, actually before that, maybe we should level up.
Please don't make me level up on a ledge. I'll be able to walk down it differently halfway down the ledge because I've gotten a feat.
When I level up, fetch gets bigger.
Oh,
Like spontaneously.
Did he eat a mushroom? Did it have was it yellow with red polka dots? And he went did it? He got a little bit bigger. How about now? Testing test.
We're making noises and we're
are
talking.
continually making noises.
We're good. Okay. No more.
Hey!
No more Bluetooth. We're good. I can hear you. Stream can hear you. And I don't hear constant fucking buzzing and popping and instead of, a word that's important for me to hear to understand what it is that you're trying to do. You're bandaging. You're doing wounds.
Yeah, we're gonna back up first.
We thought that bandaging wounds out in full view of the mushroom house is a bad idea.
Okay, so you're making your way to the bottom of the ledge and then sort of hiding in that corner to the west?
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the way that walking down the ledge works is you have to make balance checks. And I just reviewed the rules for balance. Failing means that you have to either fall down or end your turn. And critically failing means you fall down and end your turn. There's no damage. There's no sliding off. It's just if you continuously fail, it takes longer and longer and longer. But eventually you get down.
Okay. So it's in combat important and not important, right, in this incident?
Correct.
Cool. So And Aaron, do not remember the name of the mushroom, but there are some mushrooms that we identified last time that are absolutely like should not touch, give them a wide berth. Whether or
They're
not
like,
that was a recall knowledge where you lied to us or not, we did identify mushrooms we are avoiding. So
Yes.
wherever they are in the cavern, my token notwithstanding, Baroom would avoid them.
Yeah. So you identified a number of mushrooms throughout the cavern as shriekers.
Yes, shriekers. Yeah.
Which are mushrooms that are mostly harmless but scream. And you're not entirely certain, if I recall correctly. I believe you failed on the second recall knowledge. You don't know what triggers them.
And we're just assuming proximity.
Yeah.
So.
Also, they look like 4-foot tall morels.
Ooh. A morel mushroom like has big Alice in Wonderland energy where you can totally see like its long cone like opening up to go.
Or every single little hole opens an eyeball.
Oh, that's even better. It's like, by better I mean worse, but you know what I mean.
well, in this case, they wouldn't be eyeballs; they'd be mouths.
Oh God! Oh no!
It was right there. I
mean, it was right there, and it's terrible. Ugh. Yeah.
So, bottom of cliff, and Baroom cannot assist in any way, shape, or form with the treatment of wounds.
Let's see. Is Krohan any good? He's okay. Yeah. He can either words. He can either treat someone's wounds or he can aid in the treatment of wounds because he's really good at helping people. He gets a +2 circumstance bonus to aid.
That's so weird for like a solo dwarf who's like a self.
Oh, he thought he was a great adventurer. He was quickly disabused of that notion.
If he aids someone doing first aid, is he providing second aid?
I'm going to begrudgingly give you a hero point for that.
Yes.
That's the hero point for the hour. No more fishing.
Beautiful.
Well, I'm gonna begin treating my own wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Archie would treat his own also.
Okay. Krohan will aid Archie in that case, because I know you're less great at it. Aid's DC 15, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Oh yeah, I get to roll my dice. Okay.
What happens if you critically succeed in aiding?
You get a +2 instead of a +1.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you're a master, it's a +3, and if you're legendary, it's +4. And also, if you're legendary in a skill and you aid and you don't crit, something's wrong, because the aid DC is always 15.
Oh, it stays 15 the entire. Okay, cool.
It used to be 20, and then Remaster lowered it so that aid could be useful at lower levels. Because DC 20 is really hard to hit when the highest modifier you can have at level 1 is +7. Anyway, so Archie, you get a +2. Is that circumstance? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
+2 circumstance from Krohan's critical aid. Also, can you see the modifier on that? Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yes.
+10.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see that I rolled a fucking 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, the 30 is also green, so.
That's true. Okay. A mere
Perfect.
success. Okay.
Yeah, and I was missing 6 hit points.
Nice. Grum. All right.
That's good enough. I'm only missing 2 hit points now.
Also, I'm now realizing that there were 3 people that whose wounds we're treating, and in that case, I think Krohan probably would have treated Baroom's wounds.
So Archie would have only succeeded by 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means that he crit on a treat wounds, in which case you get 4d8 hit points.
Oh, look! Wait, where is... This is frustrating. There it is. Okay.
And his total would have only been a 28 because he got a +2 circumstance from aiding another, which he doesn't get. But
Beautiful.
Still a crit. So.
And
Alrighty.
Archie and Baroom now can't be wound treated.
Yes.
Yeah, where is that? Sign status effect. Blinded, clumsy, dead.
Immune.
There it is. Thank you.
Got you. And then I will go to the clock and advance it by 10 minutes. Which means...
Well, so in the 10 minutes we've been doing this, has the voice talked to Grom again?
Nope.
Okay.
I can use shield again.
You can use shield again. Your shield immunity has expired.
This is a dumb question to ask now, but I think because Baroom can't, Baroom can't treat anyone's wound, so Baroom's sitting there getting treated. Does the slime mold thing, the spore skull thing, does it look like it's made of is it kind of like coral where there were growths on the outside and there's a structure underneath, or did it just like sort of out into a pool puddle thing?
Both.
Okay.
The structure seems to have had slime joints that then melted.
Okay. But there wasn't like any armature or thing controlling it. It was a creature of its own. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Then I guess we go to the evil mushroom house.
Okay.
Okay, so you pointed out the Shriekers, so we can avoid the ones that we know, and I'm gonna be using Detect Metal
Okay.
on the way through here.
Okay.
Is Krohan's pauldron compass doing anything specific, or is it just like in this room it can't really?
He has not consulted it. Would you ask him to consult it?
If once Grom like sort of, I assume does like the slap the thighs, stand up, and starts to repeat cast? I forget the phrase for when you are continually casting a spell for the purposes of like detection.
I don't know if there's a phrase for it.
It's an exploration
There's an
activity.
activity called Detect Magic. Is there a general activity for repetitively cast a cantrip?
I don't know, but detect metal kind of falls in that category. I feel like there should be, right?
Yes. Like, I absolutely 100% Detect Metal can be swapped in for Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And honestly, any fucking cantrip. Yes. There's rules that govern the way that repeatedly casting a cantrip works in exploration mode.
Cool. But then, so when Grom starts to do that, Baroom would absolutely look to Krohan and be like, do you anything more? Like, did your compass thing tell you anything?
So he reaches into his bag and grabs it, and it's nothing.
That's good.
I suppose.
Well, if we'd gone down the wrong path into the wrong room, it'd be taking us away. So, Okay.
I guess.
And then,
So now that you are at the bottom of the ramp and you're at this like fungus lawn, those of you who are smaller than medium can actually walk on top of it. Those of you who are medium or larger, you have to wade through it, and it's up to your waist.
you giants, how does it feel?
This means that Fetch can walk on the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
My rock that's following me around.
I'm aware. Shut up. I'm fully aware of this.
Does that mean that we are taller than Krohan and Grom right now?
Yeah,
Excellent. Baroom is thrilled.
like slightly.
It's enough. It's enough.
Grom, as you make your way through, basically, like as soon as you take a step into this sea of shroom, the fruiting bodies of these stalks burst into clouds of spores that just sort of hang in the air.
Don't like that.
Would you like to avoid them as you walk?
Yeah, as much as possible.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics, stealth, survival, or reflex. Acrobatics, stealth, or survival check, or a reflex save.
I love the idea of stealth as if you're like, no, it's raining. I'm gonna hide from each raindrop.
I mean,
I'm using survival so I can pick out the ones that are going to do it before they do it.
Got it. Okay. In that case, the small and tiny PCs don't need to make a check or save.
Oh, so you're avoiding popping them so we don't have to
avoid the clouds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure that would be how survival would work, right?
Yeah, I
Makes
imagine
sense.
so. Okay.
So yeah, I would Baroom would follow Grom's lead, kind of.
Okay.
Do we have to meander our way through here, or is this just going to be like a hand wave?
Just sort of a hand wave. You're relying on Baroom having pointed out the shriekers. Just stay away from those mushrooms.
Baroom would,
Those ones yell and those ones explode, and
having a vantage point, Baroom would be able to, I think, keep in mind, like, all right, you're gonna go, nope, stop, and
Yeah.
move a few feet over and kind of direct from that angle. But Baroom has no idea about the spores, so would trust Grom to.
Okay. So you're making your way through the room and sort of picking around the shriekers and keeping a comfortable, safe distance, when at one point you realize that there is just a very deliberate perimeter of them about 60 feet away from this giant mushroom.
the spore ones or the yelling ones?
The yelling ones.
Okay. I feel like they probably trigger each other, right? Like, if one yells, it's next to the other one that screams. Having seen this one, and being able, I guess, to kind of see it not close, I think Baroom would sort of in general try and say like keep 10 feet ish away from them. That seems like a safe make believe distance. But being able to get if we can get within like 10 feet, Baroom's just kind of making that up in their head. I'm trying to think. Well, please, I don't even know where my freaking there it is. I want to recall knowledge on them with a better vantage point to look at them. I'm assuming this is a repeat check though, so it is at a higher DC.
If
I don't know.
If I recall correctly, you have already failed a recall knowledge, which
On the screamers.
which precludes further recall knowledge.
Gotcha.
Someone else can try, but you have recalled everything that it is that you happen to know about them.
About the screamers. Okay, yeah. Then Baroom can't, but it's just like, anybody got any bright ideas about how to get around these things? Or, you know, what sets them off, or what can stop them from going off? That sort of thing.
Can I attempt recall knowledge using cave lore?
Sure.
But a yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw your mouth move, but I didn't hear anything.
Oh, that's weird.
So this is gonna be blind GM.
Okay. And what is the question you're hoping to have?
How close can we, or what causes these to yell? What causes things to make noise?
Okay. It is when they are disturbed. They are sensitive to air pressure. They're also very fragile. So you can either very carefully approach them and then disable them, which you don't know how to do, but maybe with a further recall knowledge you might figure out how to do, or you could just destroy it before it can shriek.
And we're like 60 feet out from the big mushroom?
Yeah. Well, the shriekers are 60 feet out. I assume you've been keeping 20 to 30 feet away from shriekers so as not to set them off.
Mm-hmm.
And they're spaced such that if you can disable one of them, you can make it through without setting off any others.
Do I know how to disable them? Can I recall that knowledge?
Absolutely.
We're gonna go ahead and expend a hero point on this.
Well, I was gonna say, do you want to borrow the book that Baroom has been carrying?
It'll give a +1 to mushroom stuff, right?
Blah blah blah. It will take a minute. +1 item bonus. Yes.
It's a scholarly churn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sure, I would gladly take that. Take that.
Okay. So you recall that there is an air bladder tucked under its cap. So, like, at the base of the mushroom, because it is a morel, most of it is cap. And if you remove the air bladder with a knife, you can keep that air from being shoved through its horn-like structures. Or you just utterly crush the entire fucking thing. You actually don't have to remove the air bladder. You can actually just puncture it and let the air out.
Who's good at sneaking?
I mean, I just have a bow and arrow. But also my stealth is +6, so like I'm a little stealthy.
I've got 7, so I'm slightly better than Baroom.
I don't know if I'm supposed to share this information. You can also use survival to approach it without setting it off. Not entirely sure why.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of the same deal as earlier in walking through the cavern or walking through
Yeah.
the thing, right? It's
Yeah. It's knowing how your motions create the certain kinds of pressure wave that would set it off. It's all about like moving in a way that doesn't direct your motion at it. You just sort of move diagonally. You have to do a sand walk.
I mean, worst case, it goes off, and the person in the hut already knows that we're here. So,
yeah,
I'm
but I
not-
bet you those shriekers. Okay, so we want Archie to go then.
I mean, I can go. I've been good at avoiding the other ones, and now that I know that they're there, I think I can surmise how to get close without setting it off.
You should use some of that rope to block your ears just in case.
Good call. Good call. Marking off another.
You're so dumb.
It's the earplug rope. Somebody's like, "Oh, we need 20 feet of rope. Just that extra 20 feet." No. We don't have any rope. I can see it around your waist. This is earplugs, actually. We cannot use it for that.
So I'll stuff my ears with some rope threads and make my way up to one of these.
Before you do, you
Shriekers.
have a knife, right?
I've got a spear.
Don't you have a clan dagger?
I also have a clan dagger. Yes, I have a
Oh,
knife.
you literally have a knife. You always have a knife. Okay.
I was born with it. Wait, no, that sounds painful.
Now I'm imagining a chest burster kind of scenario. Just
Your poor dwarven mother.
every dwarf is born cesarean.
They have to cut.
Okay, survival. I'm gonna use a hero point on that. That's better.
That's better.
That's
right.
doubly better.
All right. So you successfully sneak up without setting it off, and you just quietly stab it in the air bladder, twist it to let all the air out, and that's the end of that. You've disabled a shrieker.
And then, if it doesn't scream, follow the exact path that Grom took.
Okay. It does not scream.
It's pretty easy to follow because I'm one of 2 people that's actually pushing these things aside as I'm walking.
Just gonna grab you all and move you a little bit. By a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. Yeah. So you make it past that shrieker, and when you're about 40 feet from the hut, you see a 3.5, 4 foot tall mushroom person just walk to. They seem to just sort of appear out from the side of the mushroom tower, and then you realize that there was a cleverly concealed door that they have just sort of poked their head out of. I mean, their entire body, and they appear to be brandishing a rock in your general direction. And it's at this time that we're gonna roll initiative. Feel free to rearrange for marching order.
Does the evil song get louder the closer to the house we get?
No. No,
Okay.
it pretty much reached a crescendo when you got to the cavern.
Yep. Character sheet.
I have a lot of things. I have many.
They don't like to hear that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's a 1.
This feels wildly unnecessary, June.
Thanks.
Also, did the cap of the mushroom house just come off briefly and then go back?
Are you hovering over it?
Oh my god, it does that?
That's
I
neat.
By accident.
I have no fucking clue how it works. This is just set up in the module for me. I don't know how they did it, and I wish I did. Thank you, Foundry. Speaking of which, let's switch to combat. So I'm just gonna, yeah, sure. Let's drag everybody here and here. That's better. And if you hover over,
Oh, thank you, Jordan.
the mushroom cap disappears, so you can see an interior. Oh, and I can reveal this boy. Which you still need to hover over the cap to see.
Is it a Leshy?
It is not.
Okay.
And for more information than that, you will have to recall knowledge. So let's begin the encounter, and oh boy, it's not your turn. Okay, how the hell do these guys work? So, in the upper half of the wall of this mushroom, some seed pods seem to just sort of unfurl out of a window that definitely wasn't there a moment ago, and they start lobbing seeds at you.
Seeds?
They are... We're gonna call them seeds.
Okay.
So we're gonna shoot at Grom. Target is out of range. What are you talking about? It's range increment 30 feet. The fuck?
Are you up high?
Oh, that's Gigadome. Okay. There's a second floor map that's just like in the corner of the map. And because of that, it's very far away. Come here. Where'd you go? Where are you?
I'm right here.
No, it's over there.
Where'd my thingy go? Where the fuck did it go? Oh, there it is. Nice. Alright. Leave me alone. I'm smart and good at this. Alright, now we will shoot. And it's got a penalty because of range. So it's gonna miss. And it's going to spend an action reloading and then fire with a multiple attack penalty. Excuse me?
And
Are you
we're
fucking kidding me?
We're playing this module with...
No, hang on. I rolled a die. That die rolled 17, but in rolling it, it bumped another die to a 3. Are you fucking...
The dice have spoken! That's what it is.
No, fuck you. Does a 21 hit?
I guess.
Fuck, Jesus.
no.
Okay, so that's a thing I need to be aware of. That's hilarious and obnoxious. So, Blumph. So that is 7 poison damage. I thought dwarves are supposed to be resistant to poison.
I think it's a different ancestry feat.
Okay.
Just casual spitter pods. Don't like that.
I'm okay. Crohan's turn. The fuck? I think he's gonna pull out his composite short bow. That's gonna be 2 actions, and then fire at the spitter pods. 2 actions to sheathe his dagger and then pull out the bow. And then we shootin'.
I'm really proud of Crohan so far. Good job, buddy. I like where your head's at.
Wow.
Does it die? Because it only took 11 damage.
It does not die. It has hardness because it's an object, not a creature.
Hardness works kind of like shields, right? Where you have to beat every single turn. You have to beat their hardness to do damage.
Hardness works like resistance is. It just slices off that much damage.
Okay, cool. Just my brain.
That's gonna be Crohan's turn. Grom.
I'm gonna say, come on, fetch, let's get him. And that's an action to command fetch.
Okay.
I'm gonna move.
Okay. I think you mean stride.
Yeah, move. I'm gonna take the move action. And then I got a halfway not broken shield, so let's raise that. I think we're gonna raise a shield.
Okay.
And then fetch, who is gonna come right behind me with no. He's gonna just come up.
Double stride.
Yeah, we'll double stride. Why not?
Okay. I want to say this would have also been 40 feet because it would have only been 3 diagonals. I could be wrong.
Let's find out.
Nope, I was wrong. Okay.
That's it.
Oh, it was 3 diagonals. I saw 4 chunks of highlight, but the first one is 0 diagonals. The second one is 1 diagonal. Okay. So this is not exactly what it looks like, but I am just going to share the art of this mushroom.
Oh, it's just so upset.
Yeah. So it was holding a rock, like basketball-sized rock that it was getting ready to lob at someone, and instead it's just gonna drop it, step forward, and just punch at Fetch.
That's how Fetch punches. This is appropriation.
Okay. Just trying to think what it do. Okay. Alright, so it's punching. Oh, shit. I should. That's not what I wanted. I want to target Fetch. That's what I want. Then click the thing. And then I hit roll. Okay. Yeah, hit. Okay. So damage. 8 bludgeoning. And,
Ow.
Ah.
And Fetch needs to make a Fortitude saving throw.
Come on, buddy.
That is a failure.
It was a 5. That's not.
I don't like how I've been rolling here recently.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. Okay. And then second punch.
Wait, nothing happens from failing?
Not yet.
Not that we're aware.
Not that you're aware of. 6 bludgeoning.
Ow.
What do you mean, ow? That's a totally reasonable.
And another Fortitude saving throw?
No need.
Okay, cool. Hate
Not
that.
honest at all.
Archie, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm gonna have to move, aren't I? What do we got here? So yeah, I'm gonna take the stride because I need to get. Is that the old? Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go 5, 10 over here. That should be good.
Okay.
Because the terrain's still normal.
We're walking on the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Right.
And then-
I forgot. This is difficult terrain for medium creatures.
Oh,
Can we do that next turn?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, I don't think I want to try and undo that. That's hard.
Yeah, and then Archie's going to use telekinetic projectile and chuck a rock at the mushroom that just punched Fetch.
Okie doke.
No, that's right. I got target.
You're chucking a rock, not one of the 82 daggers you have strapped to your chest?
Bludgeoning seems like it might be more.
Okay.
We're experimenting.
Sure.
Experimentation.
That's a miss.
For example, a 19 misses.
Mm-hmm.
We're learning.
That was three actions.
All right.
Huh. Okay.
Baroom.
Oh, Baroom does get to go. Okay. Baroom's gonna 20. Baroom's gonna stride here.
Okay.
I never forget. I always, okay, good. 25. That's their speed. They're gonna stride there. Stride. Free action. Drop the rapier.
Okay.
So that's 1. Draw the sling. And fuck. Recall knowledge. Would Leshy lore even be applicable, despite the fact that it's not a Leshy, it's a mushroom creature, or would it be better just to go Darklands Bardic for just trying to figure out this thing's perhaps like their weakest saves or their weakest defense?
It would be Darklands or Bardic, and not Leshy.
Okay. So yeah, then Darklands lore, just recall knowledge. What seems like the best way to slice this shroom? This is not public, it's blind GM.
Correct.
And That's the end of my turn.
All right. You have done poorly enough that I don't tell you anything, and not so poorly that I get to lie to you.
Hey, learning. Or lack thereof.
So, I think appropriately, Baroom doesn't know what this thing is.
Baroom's fucking just like, this is just not right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Just get rid of them. Those don't need those. It's the spitter pods. So their first action is reload. Their second action is fire, and their third action is reload.
So every other turn they get 2 turns.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're gonna keep shooting at Grom. Pew! Sure. Why not? Thanks. That's their turn. Oh great, now I get to learn how this thing works. How...
You don't have to. It's fine.
I kind of do, though.
You could just let it be Crowhorn's turn. Seems like a great viable option.
I could.
He's
but
next
I'm
in the
not
list.
Going to. Ooh, okay. Oh, gross. Cool.
I don't like it when she says things like that.
That something's gross? Yes, I don't appreciate it either.
Can you make her stop, please?
Grom, remind me what items you're holding.
I will have my spear and my shield.
Okay, and what's your shield made of?
It's a buckler. I think my other hand is basically free.
Typically made of steel and strapped to your forearm. Cool. So
It is strapped, though.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It's not held.
I'm aware.
Don't.
Doing it. Can't stop me. So a capital S large bug rushes out of the mushroom, and I'm just gonna show you the bug.
Oh.
I don't like it because it's
That's not what I was
adorable.
thinking, but I still don't like it. Yeah,
It's
Okay.
so cute.
the breast monsters.
What were you thinking? I'm curious.
A heat metal.
Oh, yeah, I can see how that's bad. So it's gonna swing its antennae. So we're gonna target
I want to keep it as a pet.
Well, it's
Everybody
already
gets
someone
pets but
else's
Baroom.
pet.
Everyone gets a pet but Baroom.
Oh, so close to critting.
Isn't that so nice?
It's okay. My shield's broken.
Is that what it does?
I mean, no, but my shield has 4 HP right now, so...
Oh, okay. It does this much damage, ignoring hardness. Yep.
Okay. Ignoring hardness. Well, I hate that.
So it's actually destroyed. Sorry, your shield takes that damage.
Oh, my shield takes that
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
So, yeah, this is,
It's destroyed. Like, delete it
Destroyed.
from your cheat. Like, it's just gone.
Cool. Bye-bye.
Dope.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Mm-hmm. And then it's gonna... I think it's gonna try and knock you down with its tail whip. Yeah. Rolling good. So that's gonna deal some damage. And then it has the improved knockdown trait, so it gets to attempt to trip you as a free action. And it doesn't count towards nor apply. Okay, so it's still going to be map 5. Select athletics, -5 circumstance. Roll. Probably not going to work. Yeah, absolutely not. No. Critical failure by -13. Yeah. Maybe you should start with a trip.
God damn.
Oh, is it giving me? Oh, it's okay. It's giving me my +2 for my steadying stone.
Oh, cool. Neat. Alrighty.
Because I'm on ground.
Nice. Okay. It is Krohan's turn. Shortbow is not reload, so he can just keep shooting. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna shoot at those pods so that they stop spitting. Maybe. Nope. Difficult terrain, huh? What's the speed? 20? Great.
Yep.
So that's a stride, and then we're gonna map. Well, he was doing great. Not so much anymore. Grom, it's your turn.
Oh God, I had an idea, and then I didn't have an idea. Not gonna help. Don't do that. Ba-da-ba-ba. I'm gonna cast Runic Weapon
Okay.
on my spear.
Okay. It becomes striking.
And then I'm gonna tell Fetch to punch him back.
Okay.
And Fetch is gonna do some punching.
Okay.
Punch.
Yeah.
Damage. Good job. Good job, buddy.
Minimum
Good-
damage.
Good job, buddy.
We're just watching two uncoordinated things just not use their joints and just go.
Map. Ooh,
No, Fetch.
Womp.
that didn't. That's even lower because I didn't hit the map button.
Oh, jeez. Woof.
That's my turns.
Alrighty. It's the big boy's turn.
Fuck.
Hmm.
That's not friendly.
If I hit this button, like everyone gets to see what it does, but I don't want that. What if I do private? There we go. Can you don't see anything at all?
Not anything at all.
I have no knowledge that you have hit something.
Like I want to give you a button to make a saving throw without showing you the entire thing. So Fetch needs to make a will save.
He's great at these. Don't
I'm
worry.
sure he is.
He's actually not bad.
So that is a failure.
The fuck?
He's not bad. He rolled a 16.
So that is a failure. And as such, for the next minute, Fetch is helpful to the myceloid and can't take hostile actions against it.
Okay.
Can it take hostile actions against the myceloid's ally?
Yes. But
Okay.
but it is helpful to the myceloid.
So,
It's basically like charm
yeah.
condition in D&D, except it doesn't break when he takes damage. That's cool. And it was going to punch him if that failed, but it didn't fail, so... I think it's just going to pick up that rock that it put down, and that's going to be its third action. Archie!
There's more things here now.
I should probably like narrate what happened. It just sort of glowered at Fetch, and its eyes glowed purple, and then veins of purple just ran across Fetch's body.
Fuck off with that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think right now Archie's going to use Evil Eye on the rust monster.
Okay.
So 19 will save.
Is that
Oh, I
the name
did.
of the creature, the Slag Whiskers, or is that the name of like its pet name that it's been given?
Sure.
Mr. Slag Whiskers?
Mr. Slag Whiskers.
Oh.
I'll be honest, it's an excellent name. Like, just keeping that in back pocket.
That is a succeed.
Has a decent save.
At minimum, its modifier is +6.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna look at hitting it with another will save if it failed that one, but I don't know if I want to burn a spell slot for that. So I think
You can absolutely recall
Two.
knowledge and ask what its lowest save is.
I like this experimenting thing, though. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Experimentation is great. I have so many things that are. Oh, okay. Oh no, I got this. I'm gonna hit it with Void Warp.
Okay.
Which is a Fortitude save.
Okay.
It's just a giant crunchy bug.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it's more. It's exactly right.
Yikes.
So half damage, right?
Let's see, on
Basic fortitude. So yeah, on a success, takes half.
sweet.
4 damage.
Mr. Slag Whiskers. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Void Warp.
Yeah, I think-
2. Eyes 1. Okay, cool.
Think that I don't have anything for Squire to do, so that's it.
Okay.
Baroom.
Baroom. So Baroom is going to functionally they're gonna sort of collect all of the pebbles, and Aren am shitty at this right now, so they're gonna cast Animated Assault. But I need the place 10-foot burst. The burst. Shit. Can I? No. I fucking hate these walls. Alright, fine, fuck it. They're gonna place it right there.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. So they just create like a whirlwind of shit that they can see in the house and rocks and pebbles and anything blah blah blah. The evil mushroom is going to the non-leshy mushroom
Yep.
has to make a reflex save.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. I can't tell if it's half or not on a success.
Say
Yeah, it's a basic reflex save.
Yeah.
So it's
basic
half.
Reflex. Yep. Nice.
A 10 and a 1.
Oh god, it's sustain. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. All right, so that's 2 actions, and Baroom is going to chuck a rock at the rust monster.
Okay. With the slug.
Yeah, the rust monster Slag Whiskers.
Mr. Slag Whiskers. Sorry, Mr. Slag Whiskers. All right, where is the... Hold on. Aha! There it is. See, I'm gonna get my... That's a miss. Well, fuck me. End of turn.
Not going great for you guys.
Over.
Nope.
Alright. Maybe the spitter pods can hit this time. Shoot Grom. Shoot. A damage.
Ow.
Oof. Chunky fucking damage.
Fucking hell.
That's the wrong person.
Poor Fetch. They don't deserve that.
Damage.
Do you heal Fetch, though?
I did.
Okay.
And then an action to reload, and then an action to fire with map. New. And with that, their 5th launch, they kind of just shrivel up and just sort of fall limply.
Do they look like a... I'm just picturing like a Sarlacc, like sort of shriveling and like sucking back into the house, or is it still there?
No, it's just like hanging limply over the windowsill.
Okay.
Um,
Mr. Slag Whiskers, please don't do this. You don't have to do this.
So I'm trying to figure out how like item health works with magic items. Because like your spear is magical.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if I rust it? Like with a shield,
On the
it's
list.
Like, it's like yeah, it's not great. What do I do now?
Is it a
Wow.
metal? Is it a metal spear?
At least the end of it would
yeah,
be.
the tip would
The
be.
pointy end.
Yeah. Archie, what kind of metal you got on your person?
Knives.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna
yeah,
step.
he has like
It's gonna tail trip. Well, it's gonna swing at you with its tail. That's not what I wanted to... Okay, whatever. So that's a hit for 5 damage. And then it gets to improved knockdown, which is a trip, which is an athletics. Jesus Christ, I have to click like 4 things to get to this button that triggers the roll. Alright. That's not good. Yep. It fails to knock you down. Yeah, it's got an antenna. With map. Probably not. I didn't think so. Okay. Grohan.
Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it, Grohan!
Yeah, seeing the seed pods shrivel, I think he's gonna shoot at the rust monster instead. Sorry, the slag whiskers.
Mr.
Slag Whiskers.
Uh-huh.
How do we know it's Mr. and not Mrs.? I didn't recall
point.
knowledge, so.
That's a mess.
Bro,
He's doing his best. He's gonna stride. It's the best he could do. Do it again. With
shoot
that.
it point blank.
Basically. Still a mess. Same exact. Yep. Rolled 5 higher. Grom. This is not going amazingly.
I need to do that now. I probably do, but I don't think I'm going to because I'm dumb.
So what does Fetch do?
First, I'm gonna tell Fetch to punch him again, and Fetch can't do that. So Fetch is instead gonna come up here
Okay.
and punch this guy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, "No, the other fucker."
Okay.
I probably should target that thing first, right?
Ooh, look at that flanking. Yeah.
Damage.
Damage.
Punch.
And for your next trick?
And for my next trick, I have a magical spear. We'll use.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Yikes. Okay.
We suck at these hitting things.
A little bit. So Big Boy's gonna throw a rock. Probably at Grom.
Poor Grom. You're tanking it, buddy. I appreciate you.
I blocked it with my head because that's what I know.
Oh no!
Ooh.
It worked somehow.
And then it's gonna pick up a rock and then walk forward with it. Yeah.
Does it also have is it also experiencing the difficult terrain of the mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay. The mushrooms aren't friendly to it. That's nice.
Archie, your turn.
Little victories.
Yeah. Slag Whisker. You know, because Slag Whisker's been hit a couple of times, but is it looking fine?
Yeah. Look, you've done so hilariously little damage as a group.
Yep.
Kind of a problem.
Yep.
Archie, not big fan of this thing being right in his face, and he's just going to be like, nope, don't like this. Point and reaction force barrage it right in the face.
Okay. How many actions?
Three action.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you have to just click it 3 times then?
Or you manually add the d4 plus 1 repeatedly.
Nice. That's enough. living.
That's a lot of damage for Force Barrage.
Yep.
Well, that's it.
Okay. You have cracked its carapace.
Ooh.
I assume that's just flavor and there's no mechanical benefit to that.
That is flavor.
Cool.
That is me. That is my flavorful way of describing that it now has the bloodied condition, which does not exist. Baroom.
Okay.
Because even though PF2E is very like D&D 4E, it's not D&D 4E. It does not have bloodied. Bloodied is like the best condition that ever existed.
It's such a good recharge feature too.
It's so cool.
Well, everybody left the thing, and Animated Assault, much like Cloud of Daggers, which I think it's just a remaster Cloud Daggers.
I mean, it's certainly a lot better than Cloud of Daggers, because it's a way bigger area.
Yes, but it also can't move.
Right. So it is still kind of crap.
Yes. And
If nothing else, you're blocking the door.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Nothing has tried to come through the door since then. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. And like with the vantage point into the house, can't see anything that is trying to get out. So Baroom would drop that, and I don't remember what effing layer the lights were on. Ah, there it is. Got it. Delete. Okay.
Deleted.
Gonna courageously anthem, and that's just all allies. Is fetch an ally right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still friendly to you, just also helpful to the...
They're bonding over their Barbie joints.
Sure.
Hey, I also don't have elbows.
What?
So
they're bonding over their Barbie joints.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you, Grom, also don't have elbows, and I was very confused. It's like, dwarves have elbows?
And, fuck it. Raise shield and
Okay.
throw a, where is it? Raise shield. And strike at the, double click. Strike at the Mr. Slag Whiskers.
Okay.
Now we're getting the Mr. Slag Whiskers.
Oh!
Okay. A+ on that fucking crit. What a wonderful time I am having with critting with a sling. To be fair, it's really nice to be over here and not looking at Mr. Slag Whiskers.
Wow.
But rolling the 1 on the die fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's not great.
It's fine. So raise shield and
Yep.
that's that.
Yep. The Mr. Slag Whiskers is not super happy about
being flanked, being hit with rocks, being force barraged.
Where it is. So it is going to
It looks like it has little cricket legs. Does it cave cricket kind of hop around, or has it been walking? What's it been doing?
It absolutely fucking scuttles. Like, it moves like
that's a bad word.
It moves
no,
like a fucking cockroach. It's terrible. It is going to attempt to disarm Grom of his spear.
Sure it is.
And it's telling me that I get a hilariously sizable bonus because it's a metal item. There it is. Untyped bonus. Okay. Untyped. die. Of course I roll shit. Why did Grom roll that? Because I didn't have the bug selected.
Did you force Grom to roll an athletics check?
Apparently. I need to look up disarm. So the target is your reflex DC. Your reflex DC is 15.
Hilariously low. Yeah.
Okay. So on a success, it does not actually disarm you. It simply loosens your grasp on the item. So further attempts to disarm get a +2 circumstance bonus, and your attacks with that item get a -2 circumstance penalty until you take an action to readjust your grip.
There's just rusty drool slipping down the shaft of the spear, and it's just like, nah. So fucking...
I think it's just gonna try again.
Oh, did it not make it?
It only succeeded.
It succeeded, so
Oh, okay.
It has a +2 to its next attempt, but since disarm is an attack,
It's got map.
It also has map, so effectively a -3 on the second one. And we're just gonna try it again. And of course I rolled like garbage. Great. Love it.
That actually doesn't beat my DC.
Yeah, I'm upset about this. Then it's gonna scurry the fuck away.
No, Mr. Slag Whiskers. Also, how fucking fast is Mr. Slag Whiskers? That was
A lot.
unnecessary. What?
Its speed is yes.
Yeah, this fucking cockroach motherfucker.
Okay, Krohan's turn. Oh boy. Let's untarget Grom.
Please, Krohan, please.
Trying to decide if attack or aid. Probably attack. Gonna drop his bow, pull out his pick, and swing it. Target. Strike. Rohan, what the fuck?
Rohan, what the fuck?
Krohan!
That's his turn.
I know you don't need me to, kind of pile on, but what the fuck?
I'm gonna be smarter this turn. I'm gonna cast my 3-action second rank heal.
Okay. 3 action? Oh, yeah, I guess about
3
3
action.
damaged.
Yep, 3 action.
Alright.
I don't know if it is, but is the Sporeborn Myceloid, does it have void healing? I don't know. It's Sporeborn like the other things were, I think.
Yeah, the other things were indeed Sporeborn. And it does not have void healing.
Cool. So we're doing a 3-action heal. We're just gonna roll that. Cool. Good job. Way to go, me.
Killing it.
Everybody can have that.
Yep. Add it to Krohan. Okay, so that's your turn.
That's my turn. That's every last bit of it.
Okay. The Myceloid is going to... Where does it want to be? I think it wants to be... Doesn't really want to be there, but it kind of wants to be there. No, it actually wants to be here. So step, and then it is going to emit spores.
I knew this motherfucker was gonna explode.
So every creature in the cloud is exposed to purple pox. So I need everyone in that area to make a Fortitude save. Fetch does not need to. He already failed against purple pox. Wait. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Roll his own box.
Surely that's good enough.
Crohan, what the fuck?
Rohan, no!
The dice giveth, and the dice taketh away.
The dice do a lot of fucking taking. The better start giving.
No, remember Crohan just crit like some stuff earlier that wasn't super relevant.
Yeah. Jesus, this is a problem. Okay, so Crohan and Fetch are affected. Or, Crohan and Archie. Sorry. Fetch was already affected. Rom, you succeeded.
I should fucking hope with the 25 that I succeed.
Well,
I thought a 22 was good enough for Fetch, but...
Just like Squire would have to do that too, wouldn't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Where?
Does Squire have a fortitude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squire's saving throws, if I recall correctly, are Archie's saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a failure. Squire is also infected. It's going great for you.
Guys!
Third action, punch Grom. Still with a boulder in its hand, just gonna punch you.
Hey, I just healed a little bit. Not quite enough of that, but...
Archie.
Evil Eye on the Sporeborn.
Can you? Oh,
yeah, he's not charmed yet.
You're not charmed yet. Okay.
He's got that purple pox.
That's a fail.
All right. How?
Second one.
Cool. And I am then going to attempt to hit it with Daze.
Okay.
Wait a minute. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't know if it has mental stuff. Because that was the one I tried last time. Since he's still a little bit of ways, telekinetic projectile instead, and just going to shoot it with my knife.
Okay.
22.
That will hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That is slashing damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, we're learning.
And that's Archie.
Alrighty. Baroom. You could have maybe figured that out like 3 rounds ago if you decided to recall knowledge about this thing.
I tried.
You did. Kudos. No one else did.
I tried. I failed. And thus... Okay, so Baroom's gonna cast Courageous Anthem again.
Okay.
Just... Everybody has it still. And...
Just gonna drag it onto everybody. Okay. It has been renewed.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go in and remove the duplicates. There.
And... seeing that that's working, Baroom's going to telekinetically pick up some of the knives off of Archie's belt and also do that.
Okay.
Slashing. Blah blah blah. Yeah. The 19. I didn't target, fucker.
19
Damn.
hits.
Okay. Do 7 damage to the mushroom. To the mushroom man.
It takes 12 damage.
And that's all my actions. So
Okay.
Riz shield expired on purpose. Cool. Good.
As you,
That's it. That's my turn.
as you continue to slash away at the fungal flesh, you find that as it just sort of like peels away, just in chunks, it's gruesome. There appears to be like people flesh underneath.
Guys, I don't know if you know what Leshies are made of, but it's not one of me. Just to establish, I think it's made of people, which is terrible.
Stop spamming Jesus. Stop spamming Jesus. What?
Stop spamming Jesus and people yelling in chat.
Stop spamming Jesus.
Wait, what did you say? That doesn't seem fair, but okay. Bum, 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 20 feet.
I don't like it.
Yeah, sure. So a pair of very halfling zombies shamble down the stairs and out the door. They have like a crown of mushroom cap sprouting from their scalp, but otherwise they look they look like halflings.
Could have saved my goddamn heel.
Yep.
Guys, you think that maybe those are the brothers?
It's only 2 of them.
That's a good point.
Could be other halflings.
Krohan.
We're gonna assume that they're other halflings.
Well, Krohan doesn't have a slashing weapon. He has a clan dagger. What the fuck? Why does
I thought he didn't use his clan
I think
dagger.
it's piercing,
It was-
bludgeoning.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, he's gonna use his pick then. About goddamn time.
Rohan!
About goddamn time.
All right, come on, fatal, critical, whatever. Oh, right. So wait, what's the name? Fatal and deadly again on a weapon?
Deadly is you add that die after you double your damage.
Okay.
Fatal is increase your die to this before doubling, and also add that die after doubling.
Ah.
So his normally D6. Sorry, his normally D. Yeah. His normally
I think it's
D6
D6, yeah.
pick turns into a D10 for a crit, and also adds an extra D10 damage.
I like sort of reflecting like if you hit the right spot with a pick,
They're
you
so
hit the
dead.
right fucking spot. Okay.
In first edition Pathfinder, weapons had their own crit range. Like if you roll this number on the die, you crit. War pick was a 17 through 20 crit, and also did triple damage on a crit, where most weapons did double. But it was a D6 weapon, and it was martial, and it's just like, if you're not critting, it sucks.
Yeah.
So anyway, crit damage. A bunch. Takes 20 damage. And as a reaction to... Wait, where is it? Aha. When it takes piercing damage or a critical hit.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Adjacent creatures are hit with spores, because Krohan hit a spore pod. And you all need to make a fortitude save.
Who's all?
Sorry, Crohan, Grom, and Fetch. Those adjacent.
Are these different spores than the ones that Fetch already
Different
has?
spores.
Okay. Fortitude save. Cool, that's cool.
Crohan.
You almost did a good job, Crohan.
So Crohan fails and is sickened by these rancid spore pods.
Made of fleshy bits?
So these were made of mushroom.
But the mushroom's made of flesh.
No, there's flesh inside the mushroom.
Somehow
Someone's
still
wearing a
there.
mushroom suit.
A dead body is wearing. That's the third halfling. They put. Oh no! They took a halfling body and stuffed it in a mushroom suit.
Grom!
You're like, no, Fetch, what are you doing? Punch the mushroom. Target first. Punch.
Yes, Fetch.
Damn.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Fetch's fist is deadly D-Rock.
Let me just make sure this thing doesn't have a if I'm crit, fuck you. Okay. Okay.
And then since we know the slashing does well against this mushroom guy, we're gonna do this guy. Because I can do a slashing.
Very nice.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I feel like if you work as a team in Pathfinder and, like, apply debuffs, it's good. I'm getting this sense.
A little bit, yeah. Jesus.
So I crit it.
That's doubled because crit?
It's doubled because, right? Well, I guess the spells are different, right? Do they work the same with damage, or is that just weapons? Double damage and double bleed damage.
Yeah, so double damage. Okay. So it dies, and also you trigger Spore Pop. Because it was reduced to 0 hit points by a critical hit. I was like, there's no way that's gonna happen. There's no way.
Of course it will.
Of course it will. So it's gonna emit spores again. Archie and Crohan are already infected, but Grom, you have to make another
Fortitude or will save.
Fortitude versus Purple Pox.
Nope.
And that's a failure.
I got the pox!
Everyone has the pox except Baroom.
I don't like mushroom spore things. That's just
We're all infected with spores. Baroom is just spores.
Yes. I brought my own spores. I don't need to eat have others.
I don't need you to have you don't need persistent damage. You're dead.
6 persistent bleed is pretty fucking
That
good
is
though.
pretty good.
Just to be clear, I would like it to continue bleeding to confirm it stayed dead. Like, if it thinks it can pop back up with 1, it bleeds and dies again. Please and thank you.
Alright, so Archie's going to stride over behind Crohan.
Okay.
Pull out the ghost charge.
Okay.
And I think he's gonna huck a grenade at the zombies.
Okay.
No notes.
All right.
That ghost charge doesn't do void damage, does it?
No, it does vitality damage.
What?
And I'm aiming for that guy.
Okay.
Does it have splash?
Yes.
So if you go to your actions tab, you can actually click draw on ghost charge, and then it'll actually give you a ghost charge attack.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so it's not great at this, but give it a go. Thing works. Choo.
Okay.
Hey!
That's a hit. Okay. Now I need to look up how splash damage works. Like, does
I think it's just the second one, right? Because it says that that's the splash. When I hover over it, it says that it's the splash.
Okay, so what I was wondering was whether splash damage also affects the target, and it does.
Oh.
A splash weapon or effect deals any listed splash damage to the target on a failure, success, or critical success, and to all other creatures within 5 feet of the target on a success or critical success. Cool.
Oh, wait, does fetch eat 2 splash then?
It only damages undead creatures. Because it's vitality damage. So you take... Oh, right. So I need to just manually reduce its health because it also says in here that you're supposed to combine the initial damage and splash damage before applying resistance or weakness. But the other guy gets the splash damage and takes fucking 12. Because they have hella weakness to vitality damage.
I really should have saved that big heal.
Yup. Casual 34 damage grenade. Nice.
Yes.
And I think that's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Boom.
Good.
Baroom will stride 1, 2. Will stride. Courageously anthem again. So where is that? Cast. And yeah, and gotta remember. Wait, no, not fetch. This one got hella hit, so.
Yep. Yeah, but this one also got punched, critically punched by fetch.
Critically punched.
Mm-hmm. This one's closer. It doesn't mean anything to the...
Yeah. Critical hit. Almost like zombies have butts AC.
Alright. You can do it. Not a 1 on the dice. You. Fuck you. You fuck. The sling is so good for just being stupid easy to use.
Yep.
But also...
And a 50-foot range increment is great.
It is, because it's just a piece of string with a little cup and just a whip in it. But also, I'm just throwing pebbles.
Yeah. Accurate.
Alright, yeah, so Baroom, that's their turn.
Okay. Zombies. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, okay. I was like... Yeah, alright, that makes sense. Yeah, they're just gonna attack fetch. They're not smart enough to know that it's made of rock.
Brains?
They are really, really bad at hitting, though.
No brains.
Second one.
Oh no. Oh no.
Map. Like... Cool. Still a fucking 10.
Is this the second zombie?
That is the second zombie, yeah. That's their turn.
Yeah, they're slow, so they only get 2 actions. The first one moved and punched.
Yep.
Understood. Okay.
Oh, that was 40 feet. What? How's that 40 feet? Rude.
The Mr. Slag Whiskers is back.
Yeah.
Mr. Slag Whiskers can fuck off.
No, the Mr. Slag Whiskers.
The Mr. Slag Whiskers should leave me alone.
Attempted movement collides with a... Fuck you. No. So double stride. And we're just gonna bite Krohan. Fuck that guy. Or not. Oh, that's a hit! Holy shit!
Krohan is sickened.
Fuck yeah.
Krohan didn't spend their turn retching yet.
Yep. Ouch.
Krohan, buddy.
Okay.
How long does this vomiting take?
An action to retch to repeat a fortitude save against the same thing that caused the thing. Don't know if he's gonna do that. I think he will. He's going to retch. Krohan, buddy.
No.
Buddy. Step. Pick.
Krohan, buddy.
So he fails the retching, which I
I
assume.
think this die needs to go to dice jail.
Does that just mean the charger?
Yes.
No, you can't reward them with charge for being bad.
You just have.
No. I'm going to put it in an unplugged charger. I will
Okay.
taunt it with the idea of being charged.
Is Krohan like retches, but it doesn't get rid of the spores. There's just like a little bit of vomit on chin. Tries to hit with it. It's just not a good time. Krohan, bud.
Grom, it's your turn.
I'm gonna be like, whatever, fetch. Just, I guess.
Christ. Oh, Jesus. Just roll a 20, why not?
That's
Much worse.
Which one is it?
The bottom one.
Okay. It's not looking great, but still barely standing.
Is that the south one or the west one?
The same one.
Okay.
It is destroyed. Does it have does it explode? No.
Then I'm gonna take an action to get a grip on my spear. Now that I see the Mr. Whiskers come back,
Okay. Don't want to get disarmed.
don't want to get disarmed.
Okay.
Then we're gonna come over here,
Okay.
and that's it. I can
Alright.
move 10 feet. Cool.
Nice. Archie.
Okay. So Mr. Whiskers, how's he looking right now?
Cracked carapace.
Okay, he didn't go heal and come back.
Nah.
Okay.
Just
He has a little band-aid, but
So, yeah, I think I'll blast it with a daze.
Okay.
One creature. Oh. Whiskers. Let's do that. So.
And that's sorry, so Mr.
Uh,
Mr.
Oh,
Whiskers.
yeah, basic will. Yep. Action. Try to think about. I'm gonna stride away from it.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're striding.
I don't want to be. Oh, actually, no. I want to go. Oh, there. I think everyone's. Yeah. Yep. Good. I don't currently have any metal hanging off. Well, besides like knives in my belt, hands are currently free. But that's it.
Okay.
Um, um,
It's my turn.
I know. I noticed.
Okay.
I don't think it is. I think you're lying. Because I see Baroom after Archie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love it when that little highlighter just vanishes. I'm like, oh, you fucking, come the fuck on.
Trying to decide what to cast. Playing a spellcaster is hard.
Mm-hmm.
So a Leshy makes its way down the stairs. A fungus Leshy. And it makes eye contact with you, Baroom, as it fires a spell at fetch. Rave Enfeeblement. Fortitude save. That is a failure. So enfeebled 2.
Don't like that.
Yep. Oh, I have to make a ranged spell attack before the fortitude save. Missed that. Okay, so let me make that attack.
Oh, I see. So it's AC and Fortitude. Like the
Yeah.
AC is okay.
So I have to hit it for it to work. And if I critically succeed, it gets 1 level of success lower. So if I'd rolled 1 higher, it would have been enfeebled 3 instead. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be their turn. Baroom.
Baroom is gonna courageous anthem again, but
Okay.
they are singing like louder and let's see. Hold please. They're 40 feet away. Let's see. Very, very thrown by the existence of this Leshy. Fuck this guy. Broom tried hitting Mr. Whiskers before. It did not go well. So they're going to. How far is that? That's 60? Okay. Baroom's gonna try and daze the gonna try and daze this fucking Leshy.
Okay. Will save. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to hit the button.
Does that mean there's a bunch of saves up in there?
What?
Like saved dice. So when you roll a bunch and then hit the button?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's Baroom's turn. And they're just like deadlocked eye contact as well. Like, oh, this is your fault. Fuck you.
Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty. Zombie time.
Stop.
Maybe
Stop.
we can roll better than ass.
I'd prefer if you didn't. That is better than
That
ass.
is better than ass. So that's gonna be 9 Damagios.
2 Senor Fetch? Okay.
2 Senor Fetch. And then it gets to grab.
Puppy for
Which is a grapple. Which does not have map because that's how monster grabs work.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Fetch is grabbed. I don't know
What does
grabbed
that mean?
does.
Oh, there's so many buttons now.
You're held in place by another creature, giving you the off guard and immobilized conditions. If you attempt a manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost. Roll the check after spending the action, but before any effects are applied. Ooh.
So immobilized is a little foot with IV.
Mm-hmm.
And off guard's a little shield thing. And okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
And that's all of the zombies' actions. The Leshy whistles, and the Mr. Slag Whiskers runs to heal.
EEL, not EAL.
Huh?
Yeah,
Runs
is
to
he
heal.
in the heal position?
Heal.
Or
H-E-E-L, yes.
okay.
And
The Leshy starts putting
Sits.
little Paw Patrol band-aids. Rohan, why didn't you get it?
I think it actually would have attacked Krohan first. I'm gonna do that real quick.
I'll allow it.
Thanks.
I'm really proud of you. Rohan!
Oof!
Fucking hell.
Ooh, hey, Krohan gets to do a thing.
Wait, what?
Krohan gains the ability to cast his innate occult spells for a minute.
Rohan
Hell yeah.
told us you were magic?
He doesn't know that.
Is that just a dwarf thing?
No.
If I had a
That
nickel
should be
for every
only
dwarf in this party that didn't know they were magic but they were actually magic, I'd have 2 nickels.
Fuck.
Yeah, Baroom's just like, yeah, no, that's the dwarf trait. They're always in denial.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm having a hard time justifying him not casting Soothe.
Is Soothe the slap some mud on its spell?
Soothe is the occult heal.
Ah!
But it's a mental heal. Yeah, I think he's just gonna reflexively just, like, try and soothe himself, because he just got dunked on.
Yeah. Oh, Cron, buddy.
What? What are you laughing at?
I just love the fact that Cron's like galaxy brain. I can make myself better. 20 fucking healing.
Yeah. So now he has to make a flat check, increasing the DC by twice the spell's rank. So, DC 9. On a success, his spirit's drawn to suffering ends, He reduces the value of one condition affecting him by 1, and he regains 2d6 hit points.
It's like Mr. Whiskers was never here.
Right. But now he's not
That
sickened
actually healed him.
That actually healed him, and he's not sickened anymore.
Just like the spores, like, get out of his nose finally.
And then he's gonna stride in.
Stride in 10 feet.
So that one's
Where's
difficult
the-
terrain. That is not. So that's as far as he can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grom.
Well, we're gonna move into position here.
Okay.
Stick it with the pointy end.
Oh, actually, hang on.
Holding.
Being a spellcaster is hard. No, never mind. You're good.
Commence sticking with the pointy end.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Dice.
Butts dice.
Butts dice.
Okay.
Fetch is not doing so hot right now. So,
He's fine. He's not even bloodied.
oh, I just meant like the other stuff.
Oh, yeah. The other stuff's not
The everything else?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The enfeebling and the being grabbed and whatnot. Gotta love when the non-crit is more damage than the crit.
Yeah, that's the word I would use.
Uh-huh. That zombie's not looking great.
Love.
That's my 3.
Okay. Archie.
Okay. Wow, that zombie's still up. I'm going to telekinetic projectile. Just chuck a rock at that zombie.
Okay.
See if I can't. Gotta make the thing go away. There we go. Just freaking.
Mm-hmm.
For 11.
He's dead.
Cool. And then I can see, like, I should be able to see the Leshy from here. See half of them.
Would that be some version of a cover?
I believe that would be some version of a cover.
But looks like, yeah, it's too far away. Too far away.
I don't know how to give him cover.
Trying to think. Archie's just gonna move over here.
Okay.
Doesn't want to cluster up with everybody.
Okay.
Oh, that's Archie.
Okay. I forgot to reveal this guy in initiative. Okay. Not as lined up as I'd like. That's okay.
Fucking try it! I dare you!
Okay. Whee! There's no way for me to get Grom and Fetch. And Crow. I can't get all 3 of you. That's not where, that's not
You
where
can't
I
even
put
get
it.
one of more
There
than
we go.
one. No,
There.
I like the other line better. Thank
I
you.
don't care.
I vote for the first line.
Cool. Grom and Crowhan need to make a fortitude save. Oh, and how long does that enfeebled last? A minute? That's cool.
Fuck.
Crowhan. Fortitude.
This is very not good.
Wow, good job. Alright, so this is failure, full damage, success, half damage, and no persistent. Okay. A mere 9 void damage. He takes half. Grom takes the full 9. And Grom also gets the bleed. And then tactical retreat.
Don't run away from me. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Baroom.
Alright. Stride.
Oh my god, Grom is not looking good.
So
I said that wasn't good.
Yeah, you have as much bleed as oh.
Uh-huh.
Can I stride to here? Is that a valid position to stand in? It is technically under the wall.
If Foundry let you do it, then yes, because these walls are so tightly drawn.
Yes, it's like more. I would say it's like 2/3 or more of the space is like a square.
Yes, I agree.
Stride. Oh shit. Cast Courageous Anthem. Everybody gets it again.
Okay.
And then I only have one action, so throw a fucking or sling a rock at what's his nuts.
Okay.
And that's the one that I roll.
Yep.
Fine, it's fine.
Good job.
Baroom does that. Yep.
Okay.
That's the end of the turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna remove these participants. I don't need to worry about the encounter threat or XP. It's not a big deal to me. Slag Whiskers. No flanking, buddy. Sag.
They're dead.
Yeah. Oops, that's stowed. There we go. Guess we'll tail attack. I dropped my die. It rolled.
It still rolled.
Yep. It rolled big. Ah, one off. Okay. Some damage, not a lot. And then it has a knockdown, which is a trip, which is an athletics. Jesus Christ.
With map.
Without map.
Oh, this one doesn't have map. Okay.
Yeah. And it's a free action. And it's a success, so Krohan falls prone.
Rohan, bud.
And now it's going to mandibles. Damn it! And that's actually even lower because I forgot to hit the map button. Okay. Krohan.
Grohan, can you do that thing that you did to yourself? Can you help Grom?
So he is going to stand up as an action. Does this? No.
Can Grohan soothe again?
No. The effect ended because he cast the spell.
Oh. So he can traumatically remember.
Yeah.
Krohan cast a spell again. What are you talking about?
What the fuck? What?
I don't cast spells.
Huh. Trying to think if there's anything more useful for him to do than.
Hit Mr. Whiskers with a pick?
Yeah. Don't think so.
You missed? Kron. I think this is Baroom's fault. Baroom's just bewildered at Krohan's lack of prowess, and the courageous anthem isn't courageous. Like, you can do it, buddy.
We're gonna map. Oh my god, Krohan. This guy is just completely hit or miss. Like, he's either critting...
I mean, those are...
No, he's either crit or miss.
Okay.
Grom.
You just
This
died?
is gonna be like last-ditch efforts for me because I'm bleeding.
Yep.
Out?
Like, you go down at the end of this turn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, what can I do that's helpful? Not a whole lot.
You don't even have a first rank heal to...
I used my first rank last time.
Against the skulls.
Against the
Skulls.
sheep's heads.
Mhm.
Oh,
I was
right.
like,
You
if
guys...
I prepped heal in 2 different spell ranks, that'll be good enough, right? Right, guys?
I forgot how your spells work. I was like, just do it again.
You got more spell slots, just do it again.
Yeah.
So I can see the spellcaster.
Yes.
Right, I can see it. Cool. I don't pull this one out very often.
Okay.
So we're just gonna try it. We're just gonna, suddenly the earth beneath their feet tears open,
Ooh. Okay.
and then you need to make a reflex save.
Alright.
I didn't hit the cast button, so I'm gonna have to hit it again because I hit the put in chat. Did I? Oh no, I did hit the cast. It did work. I'm dumb because it didn't cross it out like the other ones do. It just my focus point went away.
Got it. Okay.
I don't use this spell very often.
Yeah. So reflex save. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Skibbity.
Damage. 4d6, yeah, 10. That makes sense.
Damage.
But it's immobilized. No, it's off guard.
Off guard and minus 10-foot penalty to speed. Okay. Alrighty.
And then, fetch. Get him.
Is it gonna get the Mr. Whiskers or is it gonna get what's his nuts?
You get Mr. Whiskers first.
As a reaction to the stride, we're gonna cast Lose the Path. So Fetch needs to make a will save.
Cool.
So that's a critical failure. So I get to determine where it moves during the stride.
Cool.
So. Oh, he's small, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's the speed?
20.
Okay. Yeah, he goes that way.
Fetch wander off.
Oh, I like that spell.
I don't. Okay,
wait.
well, that's...
Sorry, I lied. As failure, except I determine, so it's still everything is difficult terrain, so I can't just send it an entire stride all course. Just half a stride.
Okay, well. It's like, no, you idiot, that way!
That is only one of his actions. So he still has another action. Good job. Killing it.
That's it.
Yep.
So what happens?
I bleed out.
No,
Yeah.
no, I know. Like when what does Foundry do when the
When I move the turn, Grom's gonna take the damage.
Damage.
Um,
Roll recovery check. Failure. Cool. A critical failure.
That's not. I was gonna say that's not a failure.
I don't
mean,
think critically failing on a recovery check does anything. That said, you're at 0 hit points, and it didn't give you like dying.
Yeah, that's what I'm
There we
wondering
go.
about.
I have given you dying
By moving the turn marker.
by adding dying to him,
Got you.
which made him dying, unconscious, blinded, prone, off guard, and still bleeding. And because you're unconscious, your initiative changes to just before the turn in which you fell unconscious. But that's
Your turn?
Yeah, it's just before your turn, so it's your turn. I suppose. Archie, it's your turn.
Gonna cast Soothe on Rum.
Okay.
Because that gets him hit points and wakes him up, right?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I can't even see Archie anymore. I'm in the wall.
I'm a little annoyed that it's not automating the dying stuff.
So I lose dying, but I get wounded?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
You're still prone, you're still off guard, and you are not holding your weapon. It has fallen on the ground. Okay. Anything else, Archie? Anything else, Archie?
I no, because is there anything well, probably not from here, but anything to help with bleeding, or
Yeah, so you can assist with a recovery check. I'm trying to figure out if it's one action or two. No, not
I
recovery
probably
check.
probably have to be next to him anyways, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
Assisted recovery. It is usually an activity requiring 2 actions.
Okay. I will always stride over next to Grom.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, what are we doing here?
Being immobilized.
No, just off guard and slowed.
Oh, being slowed. Sorry, not immobilized.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I knew the ground came up. I couldn't remember which things. I knew it did off guard. I couldn't remember the other one.
Yeah, how long does that last? Probably not very long.
Around.
Come on, skibbity dandelion. Get fucked.
You're gonna make me. Oh god. Oh boy.
I don't like that sound.
I mean, does it just not? It just doesn't. Okay, cool. I mean, okay. Well, I suppose it's gonna cast Protector Tree, and it's not gonna give me a token. That's dumb. So it's just a medium mushroom just appears here. Just sprouts from the ground. That's turn. Baroom.
Okay. Baroom is going to courageously anthem. Just this is going to stay. And they're going to shout at this Leshy.
Yep.
How dare you do this? And attempt to demoralize them.
Okay. That's a will save? Or you make an intimidation?
I make an intimidation check against their will DC.
Okay. If you target, it should automatically do the math.
Oh, okay.
For their will DC.
Okay. Cool. It still gives me the toggle. Do we share a language?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Well.
Failure. Okay. I would like to hero point that.
Okay.
That's worse.
That is worse.
Fuck me.
The wrong way.
Wrong way.
Listen. Okay. So that's Courageous Anthem, Demoralize, and another Sling.
Okay.
Oh wait, did we? Hold on. There it is. I was like, why is my Sling doing worse? That's a miss. Fuck you, fucking mushroom.
Well,
That's the end.
okay. Yes. The fuck? What's going on here? Aha. Okay. Alright. Slag Whiskers.
Mr. Slag Whiskers.
Kron's not prone anymore. Fetches. How long does Enfeeble last? Is it a minute?
A minute.
Gross.
Is it terrain? Like it is a full blown tree taking up. You cannot stand in that position.
It is not. It isn't large enough to impede movement through its square. But it's a medium. Like what? I don't. Okay. It's just an effect that things in that area have a pool of extra hit points, essentially.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's just like logistically in the space, it's a little confusing.
Right. I think it's gonna be a tail attack against Fetch.
When does the Enfeeble wear off for Fetch, by the way?
A minute.
A minute.
Also a fucking minute?
Yeah.
Tail map. Nice.
How?
By rolling very low and then very high. And now I get to do a knockdown. Wait, it neither applies nor counts towards the multiple attack penalty. Oh. So it just doesn't have multiple attack penalty at all. Okay. Sick. Oh man. Didn't crit.
Okay.
Didn't crit prone him. That's 2 actions. It's gonna double map mandibles.
On poor fetch?
Oh my god. It has a negative modifier with the -10. That's insane. Yeah, that's a miss. Yes, on poor defenseless prone fetch. Krohan! Krohan would like to murder a Mr. Slag Whiskers. Pick. Crunch. So the tree takes 8 damage as it interposes.
Does the tree... Oh, it's a hardness. Okay.
It just
And
has,
then-
it just has hit points.
Okay.
He'll
Okay.
map swing.
Come on, Krohan. You can... No. Krohan. Krohan. Have you tried magically hitting it yet?
So I know that this is bad, but Krohan doesn't. Krohan's gonna try to move away, which is gonna trigger the Slag Whiskers tail trip. Which allows it.
Yeah, Krohan's just done. Can't hit this fucking cockroach.
Well. Seriously? God, I can't roll for shit. Okay.
This is fine.
So Krohan succeeds at walking away. Grom, your turn. You are still bleeding.
I am still bleeding.
And laying on the ground and your spear's right next to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up my spear
Okay.
and stand up.
Okay.
And then not prone.
You have so many effects.
So many effects.
You and Fetch, it's like father, like son.
I'm gonna tell Fetch to punch the tree.
Okay.
So I don't target anything. It's just a cool.
That hits. The tree is destroyed.
Cool. And now we're gonna take map against the Mr. Whiskers. Maybe I crit. You never know.
Maybe.
At this point, with the enfeebled, that's what I have to do.
Oh god.
So close. That was a 19 on the die.
God damn.
Oh, he's prone. I
he's
should have had him. I forgot he was prone. I would have known that if everybody was prone. Fuck.
It's just Fetch, like, turtling, spitting as fast as they can.
Oh god.
Another 3. That's
Archie.
Okay.
It's really rough out there, bud.
So the patron's puppet says you're familiar, allowing it to take its normal actions. So that gives it 2 actions, right?
Say that again.
The focus spell, patron's puppet, it basically patron takes control of your familiar, allowing it to take its actions as normal.
Yeah.
But I don't have to command them.
Correct.
You want your
Yeah.
patron in charge.
It's you spend a focus point to gain an action, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if the Leshy still has issues going on, I can keep those issues happening. But I gotta get Squire in there.
Oh, and then the off guard falls off at the end of Grom's turn.
Oh. Still want Squire in the room.
Okay.
What I think is.
Yeah.
Say I need to double check. I'm pretty sure it's 25 flying, but I just want to make 25 before I start throwing him in places.
Yep.
Okay, so
Flying weasel.
Yes. Oh, that's weird to have Squire, so I can't see what Archie can see. Okay. So yeah, do that. Use a focus point. Then I'm going to telekinetic projectile huck a rock at Slag Whiskers.
Okay.
Just to make sure. See if we can actually do something. One, two. Well.
Well, goddamn.
That's some crunchy damage.
Is that by crunchy you mean that's the sound that Mr. Slag Whiskers? Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The carapace is crunching.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
About damn time.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm
It's
all
about time.
got a ray shield.
Okay.
Did that? No, yeah. Is that?
I'm sorry. What the fuck can you do? Oh, okay then.
Unnecessary. Has the frickin' Leshy, besides glaring at Baroom, said any words out loud?
No. Not yet. But that's about to change.
Well, get fucked.
Just gonna walk over there, which actually requires it to do that, but whatever. And it's staring at you the entire time, and says, "You've brought them to their doom," and just shakes its everything. By the way, I want to share the art of this thing because this is actually the art of this particular NPC. But it just starts shaking its everything, and it creates a spore cloud, which is a 20-foot emanation, and non-fungi creatures make a fortitude save. So, Baroom, you're immune.
Yep.
Slag Whiskers needs to make the save.
Mr. Slag Whiskers is also affected?
Yep.
What kind of pet parent are you?
The bad kind, because Mr. Slag Whiskers just failed. Okay, so Archie succeeds, Fetch succeeds, Squire fails. Crohan needs to make a save.
Kohan, if there was ever a time, buddy.
That's a fail. Persistent poison for Grom.
You get persistent poison. Grom.
For Grom, Crohan, Squire. And Mr. Whiskers. Okay, a creature has its vision reduced as long as the persistent damage continues. It can see only within 20 feet. That was a second action. So a third action.
How is that only one action?
One
Bullshit.
One action.
No, it strode and shook.
Yeah, but the shaking is one action.
The shaking
That's what
is
I'm-
one action.
Oh, okay.
Bullshit.
Third action, lava spore pod at Krohan.
Rohan.
Oh, so good. It's a good thing he got rid of that second. 9 bludgeoning. Okay. And
he took the blood. You selected
You
the wrong thing
applied
to take
the-
the damage.
whoops. Okay. Okay. That's gonna be that. Baroom.
Okay.
I can get rid of that. There are so many status effects on the initiative.
I know.
I like all the colors that Grom has now.
Baroom's going to cast Fuck. Alright, yeah, Baroom's gonna cast Courageous Anthem. Everybody gets it. La la
Okay.
la. And Baroom's gonna cast Fear against what's his nuts. Because Baroom's a little shaken by that.
Okay.
So it's save DC 19.
We'll save roll.
Bullshit. That's Baroom's actions. That's it.
Alrighty. Flag Whiskers not doing great. Fetch is still prone, so let's eat him.
Don't eat the rock.
Eating the rock.
Don't.
So it's actually more like gnawing on the rock.
What to check
Bad
if
for
there's
your-
iron? If there's
Bad
iron
for your
before?
mandibles. It's bad for the mandibles.
So that's a hit. 10 damage. Map. Like, it's working. Oh my god. That's a hit. 7 damage.
So what do I do when my pet goes down?
I believe it has dying, just like PCs.
Or does it go into, like, composite dust? I have no idea.
No, I believe animal companions have dying, all of that.
Okay.
Whatnot. Third action. It's gonna keep gnawing with a -10. No. What are these warnings? What the fuck? Oh. Okay. So that's Slag Whiskers. Takes the damage. Let's roll recovery check. Nailed it. Oh. God. Amazing.
I would love to roll and succeed on a recovery check.
Right?
That's because Mr. Slag Whiskers gets poisoned by its terrible owner many times.
I think because Fetch is dying, he can't flank. But Kron's gonna go over here anyway. And just start swinging his pick.
Kill him, Crowan. He's a son of a bitch.
It's a hit.
That's, I think, the first time Crohan's hit.
Right?
Oh,
Like-
I was trying to click on something else and things
Did
came
you
up.
just kill yourself?
Not quite. I was trying to click on something and it popped up. It popped higher in the order.
And we're gonna map. No. You can't roll the same thing twice, Krohan.
Id Squire doesn't count for flanking.
No, I believe minions.
Stuff?
Oh, actually,
Okay.
do minions count for flanking?
They're not flanked,
Because
though.
fetch is also a minion.
It's
Do we need to add that on to the...
Yes, we need to add that on. I believe minions count for flanking, but there was no way for Krohan to get into position to flank with Squire, but it did not automatically do it for me, which means that fetch being dying means that it doesn't work. Krohan needs to apply damage.
How does he have poison resistance?
Screw you, that's how. Grom.
His
Okay,
religious
well.
fervor.
I don't know how he has poison resistance. If I had to guess, I'm assuming it's an ancestry feat.
Probably. I think I do remember that. This is probably a very bad idea. But, Krohan put himself in the way. I'm gonna move. And then I have this other spell that I haven't used before, and it's probably not gonna work as well as I wanted to. Fungal infestation.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
That certainly feels interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, how do you
Yes,
place cones? Cones are hard.
15-foot cone.
A
Very
plus.
nice.
A plus.
Krohan knew what was going on. Alright.
There's too many diagonals.
Fortitude saves. Succeeds.
Well, I roll this. Oh, okay, so you just get the 2d6 persistent poison damage.
But they take half it.
But they'll take half.
Okay then.
So yeah.
That's cool as shit. Unless, I mean, so then that would be...
Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was going to affect the spellcaster because it's got the fungus trait.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say anything. It's just a question of do they have resist poison?
I'm trying to figure out how to... Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I just applied it. Oh, wait. Hang on, let me hit the half button instead. Cool.
Oh, cool. I see a little 0.5
Yeah,
times. A
That's
little
dope.
pop up.
Cool.
Sideways gets it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Flag whisters. Oh, because I'm guessing you're... Okay.
That's neat. Okay. And that's it for you?
That's it for me.
Alright. You take a bunch of persistent damage.
Yep.
Are you alive still?
Yep.
Nice.
Just. Ah! Bleed's gone.
Yay!
And now for the poison. Nope.
Womp. But that bought you a turn.
But well, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Archie!
Allegedly.
Okay, so do I go in and try to
This fight
screw him
went
up?
off the fucking rails. And I kept thinking, oh, the fight's almost over. We'll go to break when it's over. And it still hasn't ended. And we're 3 hours into the session, and an ad is coming in 3 minutes. Do we want to take a break now? It's a bit fucking late for a break.
Yeah,
But like,
I could.
I could use eating my food.
Yeah, me too.
And I can contemplate what spells I want to cast.
okay, cool. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a bit. We haven't eaten food yet. It's 7 o'clock for me.
10.
Yeah.
East Coast.
We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We're still fighting. Archie, it's your turn.
So, I think what I'm going to try to do is stride over to this corner.
Okay.
And then basically lean around and shoot a strobe light into the room.
Okay.
Which is dizzying colors. So I've never used the cone thing. So let's see if it comes off of. So it's 15 foot. So that looks like I get just them.
Wow.
Cones are fucking incredible.
Wow. The only reason Crohan's not hit is because of the wall.
Perfect.
Wow. This fight got very intimate. So they rolled failures, and they became successes because of incapacitation.
Okay. So they are both just dazzled.
Okay.
What does that mean, by the way?
Dazzled. If vision is your only precise sense, all creatures and objects are concealed from you. Yep. Okay.
And that's Archie.
Okay. So yeah, dazzled. How long does that last? 1 round. Okay.
1 round.
Okay. And of course, Grom saved from the bleed and not the poison.
Yep.
I mean,
So much persistent poison damage.
yeah, I mean, I think we're still gonna do the Spore Cloud. So, Archie and Fetch are really the only ones who need to make the save.
Okay. Am I technically safe from it? That little.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's
Cut
not.
out?
It's not even. Wow, great.
I think Fetch is dying, right? So Fetch.
Fetch is dying.
Yeah. Fetch.
Can
is
you be
indeed-
poisoned while you're dying?
Yes, you can. So that's first action. What the fuck else? I think he's gonna run the fuck away. He's running upstairs. Fuck this shit. Really? Okay. Trying to figure out what to do with this third action.
Does he say anything as he runs?
Probably. I had a line cooked up. I don't remember it.
Oh. Hold on. I have to mute. It felt not like a good idea to open a can next to the mic.
Yeah, as it runs away, it just sort of mutters, like, not at anyone. Nasty phages.
Nasty phages.
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 Like macrophage.
It literally just means eaters.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I know you can be overwhelmed. I know you can be underwhelmed. Can you just be whelmed?
Whelmed means the same thing as overwhelmed. Baroom, it's your turn. Yeah. Poison.
Also, real quick before we get too far, Squire should have taken poison and then get a chance to save, right?
Yes.
Squire does it on your turn, right?
Yeah, and it didn't do it automatically.
That's just fortitude.
Yep. Or is it... No, recovery.
It's a flat check.
Yeah.
Flat. Okay.
So, yeah, that's a failure.
Yeah, it would have been 5.
Yeah. Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So, yeah, Baroom.
I cast Courageous Anthem.
Okay.
Arum's been singing this entire time.
Non-fucking stop.
Basically, every time I think that I should stop, I look like I'm not even joking. I've been scrolling back through and gone, nah, it helped there. Nah, fuck it, it helped there. Fuck.
Modifiers matter.
I know. All right. They're gonna. Is there a penalty for ranged attack in melee?
Only that it triggers reactive strikes.
Okay, so it's not like No.
It's not disadvantage.
Thank you. That's the thing. I was trying to remember to target and trying to think of the word at the same time. That's definitely a miss.
Yep.
And fuck it. The mushroom from the outside did not seem to connect to the walls in any way. Right? Like it did seem to be an ice.
Yes.
This creature is not right. This creature is not going up and then going to cross the bridge and be gone from us forever. Okay. Fucking Mr. Whiskers, fucking die, please. And Mr. Whiskers has not shown any. Okay. Well, I crit.
Don't do 4. Don't do 4.
It's going to be terrible. It's 8. No shit. Fuck you, Mr. Whiskers. Does Mr. Whiskers explode into spores?
Well, that's a good question. No.
That's Baroom's turn though. They can't stride after what's his nuts.
Why not? Oh, a Courageous Anthem, 2 slings. Got it. Kron.
Get him! Kron, get him!
Ah!
Oh, is that what the diagonal pink thing is? A teleporter?
Yeah, it's a teleporter.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that you could see that.
I didn't want to point it out until...
It makes sense that you can see that, but yeah, that's a teleporter that goes upstairs. I don't know how it works, because historically I've used a module that is invisible to players.
Mm-hmm.
And this is obviously not using that module. Don't know how it works. It's
Cool.
fucking magic. Krohan swings a pick. Motherfucker actually hit.
Wow. Okay.
For very
I
little.
believe in you up there, Krohan. Maybe Krohan just has stage fright.
Krohan takes damage, rolls recovery. Oh, he takes no damage. Fails his recovery check.
Not like it
I
matters.
believe in you less, Krohan.
So, the start of this turn,
Mm-hmm.
Fetch makes a recovery check.
Is that how
Because-
it works?
Dying, I was reading that on the...
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, start of each
when
of
you're
your turns.
dying. Okay. So we make a recovery check. No. Increase dying value by 1. Nope,
Okay.
wrong way.
Okay.
Okay, so this Fetch is gonna, like, die. Cool.
Do you summon a new one?
I don't know.
I think so.
All right, add
I
it
don't
to the
know.
list. And then also fetch 2. Is it to fetch 2 furious, or is it like, is it F5? Like, are we just gonna slowly but surely create the Fast and Furious franchise?
And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I should come inside, right? That's probably a thing I should do.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Nice.
Okay, that's 1 stride. Let's try it again. Ugh.
Are you gonna die at the top of the stairs?
I had enough space that I was able to move. Okay.
Are you gonna die adjacent to the top of the stairs?
No, I'm 2 squares away. God. This isn't gonna work. What can I can throw my spear.
You certainly can.
Because I think this is the last round of Runic Weapon.
Oh god. Wow.
So we're gonna throw the spear.
This fight is very long.
I should target them before I do that. Yeah, no.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh, because you threw it. I see.
Yeah.
I don't have this anymore.
Okay.
Damage. Recovery check. So close.
Not
And
very
Fetch
well.
takes damage, so Fetch gains more dying.
Yep. More dying. Dying 3.
That one's dead, right? Or is it dying 4?
Dying 4 is dead.
Okay.
Archie.
So, would we have ever talked about, or, I mean, even as characters, we have no idea what happens about Fetch. A rock that started following Grom around.
Yeah. I also would say like this is the first fight where we've even encountered serious threat of death. So I don't Baroom for sure would have no concept of it. Like outside of like the natural course of things to rot and decompose.
Yeah, maybe it's because I have a stabilized cantrip card on me.
Hmm.
The only thing is,
If
you might need it for Grom.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
and that is.
We have no idea what's going on upstairs.
Actually, no. Truthfully, Archie thinks Grom's a witch. Squire dies. He just shows back up in the morning.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fetch. Okay.
So I do want to point out that since you are trained in medicine, instead of using the stabilize cantrip, you can use administer first aid, which allows you to make a DC 15 medicine check.
Okay, it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, and I want to take the 15 minutes.
Right, it's 2 actions.
Okay.
But also,
Okay.
Fetch will just appear tomorrow.
I mean, he might actually. I mean, Archie might be looking at him going, "Wait a minute, he didn't like poof into a magical cloud. This is different." I am going to use 1 action to stride farther into the room, and then administer first aid just to kind of curious, like take the rock and like roll him over. Like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So I guess I have to hunt down.
So I would like to point out that on Squire's character sheet, there is a spot for dying. So apparently even familiars can have dying levels.
Okay.
So you shouldn't have poofed away.
We'll it's on the list.
Yeah. Okay. So I gotta. Okay. Too many windows opened. Okay.
I get there so many times in a fight. I'm just like, I have so many fucking creature stat blocks. Like 5 minutes ago, I realized I still had the big mushroom stat block open. I was like, oh my god, get out of my way.
Okay. So we do this. I just do stabilized. 23. Yeah.
Yeah, they lose the dying condition but remain unconscious. And he would gain wounded 1.
Yeah. Fetch did a good job. He stopped us from being gnawed on by.
Fetch tanked.
Yep. Okay. And I think that's it for you.
Yep, that's it.
All right. Bad guy. Who is no longer dazzled because your turn ended. Means I get to murder people again. Do you have any spells left? I mean, you got that, I guess. Sure. We're gonna gouge.
Wait a minute. That's Grom's spell.
Too fucking bad.
But this amateur has to be right next to the person to do it.
Yeah, he doesn't have reach. That's a hit. So we got damage. That's kind of butts. But he's got persistent. And you're both already poisoned, so Spore Cloud doesn't help. So I think he's just gonna swing with a staff for his third action. Nice. Get dunked on Crohan. Crohan is not looking good. Oh my god. I rolled 3. Okay, so he takes 1. Roll recovery check. Nope. Okay. Alright, Baroom. 9. Cool.
What's the
What's the what?
way past click?
Hold control and click.
Alright, that is 1 stride, and then I'm striding the second time.
Okay. Also, I just dragged everyone over here, but Matt can't see shit.
No, I went back to Archie.
Yeah.
Okay. And Baroom's gonna courageously anthem up here instead.
Okay.
I think that means that Archie's truly does expire because it's a 60-foot emanation, and I don't know if emanations go downstairs.
They have not historically. Like, they don't go around corners.
Okay.
Can you hit the button so I can drag it onto people?
Yeah. Sorry.
Thanks. Okay. Krohan with oh god, so much persistent damage.
Holy static effect, Batman.
Whew. Like, I feel like the thing to do is just keep murdering, right?
That's the only thing to do.
There's only one thing left to do.
Hit it with a fatal pick. Deadly pick. No, fatal pick.
Fuck. Okay.
It is so freaking cool that there's like a pick build. I'm sorry, I'm still like geeking out over the PF1. There's absolutely some fighter variation that like plays with crits and is just like, no.
There you go.
Hey!
Courageous Anthem made that a crit.
Good job, Krohan!
Chunky fucking damage. He rolled butts. He rolled 2 4s, but fuck it. Chunky fucking damage. Alright, he is going to ready to aid. Or is that 2 actions?
I think it's 2 actions.
By using an action during your turn. Yeah, so like ready in action is 2 actions, but getting ready to aid is 1 action.
Oh, okay.
Alright. He takes no poison damage. Roll recovery. No.
Yes.
Wait.
Did you bump a die with a die again?
I think the die that I picked up and was holding in my hand rolled. Because I was getting... Whatever. Well, that happened. And let's roll recovery for the bleed. Okay.
Did Krohan recover from the poison?
He did. He recovered.
The poison that's never hurt him?
Yep. Grom, it's your turn. You have 2 hit points and 2 persistent poison.
Krohan has so nicely set up for flanking.
And aid.
So I can't not come over here and do this.
Okay. What weapon are you using?
Magic.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's going to use a pick to aid. Critical aid. So that's a +2 circumstance. Don't know why I deleted that.
Okay, I was a little confused real briefly.
I don't know why I deleted that.
+2 circumstance, and we add it.
all of those things came together to make that barely a fucking hit.
Rohan being useful +2. Yeah.
We are unfortunately still in initiative order because Grom
Guess what happens at the end of my turn?
keels over.
I go unconscious.
Oh,
You gain
Jesus.
dying 2.
Oh, I succeeded on that, though.
Just in time.
Cool.
Archie.
Archie is going to go upstairs and join everybody else.
This is the bottom of the stairs. That's fine.
Oh,
Help.
What's the range on the stabilize spell?
30 feet.
So it might be good to cast that from where you're... Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's like come upstairs and be like, okay, what happened up here, guys? And yeah, it'll cast stabilize.
Huh.
Burn up the card. It doesn't actually. Let's say I can't cast it off the. Nope, it doesn't pop up.
Yeah. It's fine. Target loses
Yeah.
the dying condition that remains unconscious at 0 hit points.
Yep.
I'm not dying.
Yay, now you're wounded
Wrong
too.
way. And when does that go away? When it ends if someone successfully restores hit points using treatments.
And we're still in initiative order because Krohan is dying of bleed.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Baroom. I can remove. We don't need that. We're good. He's dead.
No, they're gonna keep taking damage in case they were dying. Now they're taking damage twice, and
Dead, Jim.
Baroom casts Courageous Anthem just in case.
Okay.
Attacks, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects. No. I don't cast Courageous Anthem. Sorry.
Okay. So you can.
I cast
use...
Guidance on Krohan.
Oh my god, we have not been spamming that spell.
No,
It's
because
something wrong with us.
Courageous Anthem is
Also a status bonus.
yep,
Okay.
and there's Guidance immunity.
Yeah, right. So guidance on Krohan.
Guidance on Krohan. Yep, Guidance on Krohan.
So the problem with that is that
It's a flat check.
it's a flat check.
Yeah. But if Krohan dies, that's a save, right?
Recovery checks are also flat checks.
Fuck me. All right. Well, who gives a shit? I cast something. Because no, Baroom has no medicinal capabilities whatsoever.
Reasonable.
I can't aid because I'm untrained in medicine. Baroom's just not built to help out in this scenario. That's it. That's all they got, bud.
I don't think you need to be trained to aid. I mean, you're gonna do very poorly.
And I think if you right, if you fail, it's if you fail and you're the one doing it, you hurt them.
No, it's only on a critical failure.
Okay. I can prepare to aid to heal Kron.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So
question real quick. What happens if you take damage while at 0 hit points and not dying?
I believe you become dying.
That's just dying again.
Oh.
We're upstairs. We have no idea. Oh no.
And he's dying too because he was wounded.
How's
Dear.
how's
Hey, how's Squire doing?
how's Squire doing?
Oh.
Like, Squire's got plenty of hit points, but like... Persistent damage sucks.
It's rough, bud.
It's great, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Oh no.
Baroom, give me a medicine check to aid Krohan in his attempt to staunch his own bleeding. Cool. So he gets a +2.
Baroom's like, you phages keep your fucking organs here. And guesses right.
I'm confused. Okay, you can take steps to help yourself recover from persistent damage, or an ally can help you, allowing you to attempt an additional flat check before the end of your turn. This is usually an activity requiring 2 actions, and it must be something that would reasonably improve your chances. For example, you might try to smother a flame or wash off acid. This allows you to attempt an extra flat check immediately, but only once per round. Okay, that'll make sense. The GM decides how your help works, using the following examples as guidelines when there's not a specific action that applies. The action to help might require a skill check or another roll to determine its effectiveness. Reduce the DC of a flat check to 10 for a particularly appropriate type of help, such as dousing you in water to put out flames. Automatically end the condition due to the type of help, such as healing that restores you to your maximum HP to end persistent bleed damage, or submerging yourself in a lake to end persistent fire damage. Alter the number of actions required to help you if the means the helper uses are especially efficient or remarkably inefficient.
Okay.
So you always get the bonus flat check? Like, that's what it does, and sometimes it lowers the DC?
Okay. Baroom's just like staunching the bleeding. It's bleeding, pressure helps, put my hands up in there.
Yeah, so I think he just makes another flat check. He succeeds. Cool. No longer bleeding, which means no, we can't leave initiative because
Fetch is dying.
Fetch and Squire are slowly dying. Yep.
In this instance, though, I don't know how familiars and animal companions work. Do we know that, or will they just die on the lower floor?
I mean, Squire is able to communicate.
Oh,
emotions.
Right. Squire's empathic. All right.
Or does he have speech today?
He has speech today.
Oh, okay.
So Archie goes upstairs. Squire be like, he's like, hell, we're still not better. I'm also dying.
Okay.
What the fuck, guys?
Grom, your turn.
I'm unconscious.
All right. Archie, your turn.
No, we gotta do the fetch thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, wait, okay, but hang on, at the start of his turn, he makes
he gets a recovery.
Oh, cool. So he's now only dying 2. But he's not taking any persistent damage, so it's just recovery checks, and someone can go stabilize him. Archie!
Help, Squire!
Run back downstairs. What's that? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. I was just... Okay, so I just gotta do exactly what I did last time. It's fine. It is...
Wait, why did that fucking boil burst again? I believe that is a failure.
It's 15?
Because it's 5 plus their recovery DC. And his recovery DC currently is 12. So the DC 17.
Yeah, and that's 3 actions.
Yep.
So Squire would take 2, then
Oh yeah.
just
Hey.
If you just click the thing on the side next to the initiative tracker, there's like a button. You can drop it in chat. It like pops up dice, which is how I got the thing for fetch there.
That's cool. Not what I wanted to do. But yeah, like that. That's cool. Anyway, Baroom. Fetch is dying.
Okay, is Fetch dying? Okay.
Yes. No longer taking persistent damage, but still dying.
yeah. It's like, wait, this isn't working.
Why is there sand pouring out of his armpit?
Baroom really can't help. Baroom will be
Moral support.
moral support.
Mr. Archie, I don't feel so good.
Now you can guidance because it's a medicine check to stabilize.
All right. Where is that? There it is. It's a spell. Cast. That should go onto Archie.
Okay. Okay. I don't... Do you have to treat wounds someone who's unconscious to get them up?
There's a time thing. If you're unconscious, if you're unconscious at 0 hit points but not dying, you return to 1 hit point and awaken. After sufficient time passes, the GM determines how long, from a minimum of 10 minutes to several hours.
Okay. Given that everyone else ran downstairs, I think Krohan is just gonna stay here and start treating Grom's wounds. You are unconscious but not dying.
I need to make a recovery check for fetch.
Yes. Cool. He's now only dying 1. And the DC to stabilize him went down by 1.
Okay, so I just have to do what I did last time.
Yep.
The exact same.
You actually need to do 1 worse because now you're guidanced.
Why is it +3?
Because
I use Squire.
Still a success.
The ferret likes fetch.
What is your medicine? 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So fetch is no longer dying. Is now
Gains wounded
2. Somewhere around here, enfeebled finally wears off.
Oh my god, it has been that many rounds.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I think it was round 5 or 6 that enfeebled got cast. We can now finally leave initiative. Whew!
And I have
Fuck
2
yeah.
tokens on the map that would both have vision, but are both unconscious, so I can't see jack shit.
So,
Fucking hell.
I should probably actually describe the area that you're in now. So the giant mushroom stalk has been hollowed out, creating coarse striated walls made of exposed finger-thick hyphae that interlace 10 feet above to create a ceiling. The strands near the center have been unraveled and woven into a spiraling staircase. Other ceiling strands are woven into a Leshy-sized hammock that hangs about 5 feet off the ground. An assortment of pockmarked boulders and slabs are strewn about the room. And then upstairs, built into the natural hollow inside the giant mushroom's cap, this room seems to serve as a type of laboratory Each of the cap's 10 membranes has a tall, narrow window carved into it, and the ceiling arches 15 feet overhead, where an assortment of glowing fungi fill the room with normal light. The workbench is clean, yet the rest of the room is littered with discarded fungi from failed experiments. In the middle of the room, in the middle of the floor, not because the middle of the room is like the stairs. In the middle of the floor is a small brazier that is full of a bunch of ash with a single sheet of unburnt paper lying on top.
Okay.
Okay. So, we begin to treat the wounds. I swear to God, if Krohan better not fucking crit fail. Treat wounds. Let's drag that there. Treat wounds. He failed. Just a regular failure, and he doesn't have continual recovery, so he can't try again for an hour. So after about like 15 minutes, Grom wakes up. What's everyone else doing?
In the immediate aftermath of the battle, Baroom's just gonna physically just collapse on the floor. Like, they're fatigued. They're fucking exhausted.
Yeah, I'm imagining like when Krohan finally recovered from the bleed, he just like slides down the wall down to his ass, sees the two of you run down the stairs, and just crawls over to Grom and starts trying to wake him up.
Yeah.
Is the singing still going?
No.
I don't even know that Baroom notices. Like, I think it's just gonna be like not for a hot minute, and by a hot minute I mean more than a 10-minute span.
Yeah.
They are just fucking done.
Mm-hmm. I would like to point out, Baroom took 0 damage that entire fight. That was deliberate.
It's very freaky, and they're not thrilled about it. They are very aware. Okay. Yeah, Baroom's just like, this is the most stressful, and nothing even touched me, which made everything worse. Mental torture. Baroom.
There was a point where I had a beautiful line of 4 of you for Grim Tendrils, and they couldn't step far enough back to not hit you.
Yeah.
So they waited, and then the next round they only got 2 of you.
Fucking. Ugh. Is there any way to see if these two halflings and the mushroom with flesh inside have the traits that would suggest they are... I don't actually have my notebook right now, but the 3 mushroom
High Bloom brothers.
Uh-huh.
I assume you got a description of them.
We got a description, but it was like... I, Aren, put my notes in a box somewhere.
Yep. But I assume that at some point you got a description of them so that it would, you could actually search for them.
Yes.
And yes, these corpses match that description.
Well, that sucks. Baroom's like dealing with very conflicted right now of like, mushroom murderers died. But dying like this is not right. Yeah, I would say that's what Baroom like spends their first sort of like 10 minutes of a treat wounds, like assessing that are these the creatures. And could I, if I'm sort of checking out if these are the high bloom triplets, can I do a recall knowledge to see like what was done to them?
Yeah.
Hold
The
on.
skill for that would be, I believe, occultism.
Yeah. See for character sheet.
Looks like any magical tradition skill.
Okay. I couldn't do like bardic lore or something.
I mean, you can always do bardic lore, but like if your skill is significantly higher than bardic lore, then you're gonna get a better result. But
they're the same.
cool.
Huh. Wait, what's the oh, that's from my that's from my archetype. So I have like knowledge of ancient history that would have nothing to do with this. So blind GM. And so yeah, this is just Baroom going like, what was done to these fuckers? And confirming that they're the halflings in that process.
Okay. So you remember things that you've never remembered before. You remember things from before your earliest memory of being told that you were the first of a new breed of thing. And that everything else that has been done so far has been with this particular ritual that doesn't make intelligent creatures.
Okay.
And you can ask one follow-up question.
Ritual mushroom. I guess in the same vein, yeah, kind of. They're made with a particular ritual. And just sort of racking their brain, Baroom is just like staring at these spores, staring at this mushroom, and trying to figure out, is it over, is it done, or is this like a self-spreading disease? Like, if there are more of them out there, will they spread again?
So yeah, the purple pox, which everyone but you has been infected with, is the method by which new myceloids are created.
But the only thing that gave purple pox, oh no, the flesh giant guy gave that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we watched that purple pox is the thing, and we watched one of these creatures spread it itself. So theoretically, if there have been more of these put out there, they could be spreading the pox.
So that fight went so long that the 1 minute onset of that disease has actually elapsed. Like before the end of the fight.
The onset has elapsed?
Yeah, so that's a disease. Diseases and poisons have an onset time, so like you get infected, but nothing actually happens to you until the onset. It has a 1 minute onset, and when that occurs, you take 2d6 poison damage, and you're stupefied for a day. Stupefied 1. That's not bad for you.
I'm dying again.
Yeah. Except it would have happened during the fight. So, like, at some point, too many fucking dice have been rolled. So I'm just gonna hand wave the damage. Because holy shit, I have no goddamn concept of how that would affect everything. I don't even know what round everyone got infected, because I didn't think that it would. I didn't write it down because I didn't think the fight would go for 14 fucking rounds. Yeah. So Fetch, Crohan, Archie, Squire, and Grom are all stupefied 1. And you get to repeat the save against the disease after a day. And if you fail, it proceeds to stage 2.
What does stupefied do to you guys?
Stupefied. If thoughts and instincts are clouded, it always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to this value on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks and DCs, including will saving throws, spell attack modifiers, spell DCs, and skill checks that use these attribute modifiers. Anytime you attempt to cast a spell while stupefied, the spell is disrupted unless you succeed at a flat check with a DC equal to 5 plus your stupefied value.
Okay.
Really bad for spellcasters.
So, for hand wavy reasons, this happens at the end of the fight. Just
right.
Okay. And so, as Baroom comes to this realization, they'll turn around and I'm assuming just notice that Archie and Fetch and Squire are all just kind of like looking drunk.
And they've got, like, you know how, like, when you're, like, really bloodshot, you've got, like, red lines? They have purple lines.
There's just, like,
in their
this
eyes.
Horror. I don't know any best. Oh, no. Guys, I don't think we can leave this mushroom, because we're fucked.
And somehow you all managed to avoid the zombies disease.
The zombies disease.
Yeah. The zombies also had a disease.
Cool. Love to hear that.
So I'm going to assume that at some point over the next several hours, treat wounds will happen. And we basically just need to make sure that you don't die from, like, the first one.
Yeah, what is treat wounds?
I mean,
is it a skill check?
It is a skill check.
Okay, anybody that's treating wounds is guidance. Unless they have guidance immunity, and in which case Baroom will just, like, very politely go, no, we don't do that right now.
Also, everyone has a -1 penalty to medicine because it's a wisdom-based skill check and they're stupefied.
Yes, which is exactly why Baroom's like, I can't help you right now. No. Put the healer's kit down.
This went really bad for you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did.
So after 15 minutes, Grom wakes up with 1 hit point. No longer unconscious.
And with no ability to cast spells.
He can cast spells. He just has to make a flat check.
The only rank spell I have left is Shielded Arm.
Does that turn your arm into a shield?
Yep.
Amazing. That seems really bad. Okay, it's got hardness 4 and 15 hit points. It's a really good shield.
It's better
pretty good
than
shield.
The buckler. Why didn't you use that?
Well, when the rust monster decided to not worry about the hardness of the shield I was wearing. It's like, that's not gonna work.
Except that shielded arm wouldn't have been metal.
It would have been your arm. It would worry about the
Yeah.
hardness of your arm.
Yeah, like when if it proceeded to attack you, you could block.
Yeah.
Hard. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are at our normal ending time, and there's just a bunch of like bookkeeping to do with like treat wounds and whatnot. And I'm wondering if we want to just do that sort of ad hoc, async, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
End it here, figure it out for next session.
And then
That's fine.
Cool.
explore the mushroom house, I think, next session.
Sounds like a plan. Alrighty. Well then, that's the end of this. We're done. Goodbye. If you're watching us on Twitch, check us out on YouTube. We got all of our episodes there. Every episode forever from the last 6 fucking years of Gilded Troll. We started in December of 2018. Yeah, check it out. There's a lot. I think it actually only goes back to like January 2019 because that's when Dungeons and Mage started. Anyway, 6 years. If you're watching us on YouTube, check us out on Twitch. We're live Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m.
But not
Pacific.
next week.
But not next week. Well, that was the thing that we wanted to talk about. Was like we can't.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. We can't play Pathfinder because we will be missing 1 or more players, and we can't play down 1 when there's only 3 players. But the rest of us might be here doing something else. We're not sure yet. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know. And by we'll let you know, I mean we will post on Discord and let you know that way. So hey,
You should join
nice
the Discord.
segue. Join our Discord. That's. Did I anything else? Did I get it? Cool. Great. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.